yeah, I think I was defending Clavicular at one point. I'm like, everyone be nice to his nose. Like, I'm like, why am I defending him when everyone else on the stage is like, his nose? And I was like, oh my God, me just trying to be a pick-me. Be like, guys, we need to be nicer. Like, how to defeat a narcissist. I've never really had to deal with a narcissist in my life, I don't think. I don't know, I can't remember. But like, she's like, you just ignore them. You just like, don't let them control you. And so I was like, Ned Fulmer knows he's controlling me. Like, he knows he's getting to me. And he's like, finally, I've been waiting so long, take down this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think he just like does it. Because we're the only ones that care.
Her name is Trish, she's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
Hello, happy Tuesday, sunny Tuesday afternoon in June. Do you know what that's from, anybody?
What?
Hello, Mr. Debris. This is how are you doing on this sunny afternoon, Tuesday in June? Tuesday, sunny afternoon in June.
It's always sunny in Tuesday.
Is it Broadway?
Yes!
Okay, well, it was nothing I've ever heard of, so I assumed it must have been Broadway.
It is from the producers. Mel Brooks' film, legend really, became a musical in 2003. First musical I saw on Broadway. It was, it's great. They say that right before they sing the song Keep It Gay. The original gay pride anthem.
Word. Love that.
Mm-hmm. It was great. It was a great show. You should watch it. Never saw any of it?
No, never
The
heard.
original?
No.
What? Oscar. Well, okay. I mean, it was from... Well, it spans multiple decades, but okay. Anyways, we're nothing but good vibes here. I don't know. I just thought sunny Tuesday afternoon in June. That's what I always think of, and that's what it is today. It's a sunny Tuesday afternoon in June, although, even though we're going to have a positive episode today, I do have to start off with... oh my God. This is like embarrassing to admit. I've been craving Costco soft serve like since I've been pregnant, and you can't have soft serve when you're pregnant because of listeria. Listeria, is that what it is? Like, because if they don't clean it right, it like literally is so harmful to your baby. So I have been craving soft serve, and Moses and Malibu, they love a Costco date together, and they'll go and get pizza and the soft serve, and he'll always send it to me when I was on tour. He's like, oh my God, I want that soft serve so bad, but I couldn't have it, and that's all I've been thinking about. So I was like, you know what? Today is the perfect day. Our internet was out. I was done so early. I'm like, oh, we usually start like 10:40. Costco's open at 10. Actually, earlier if you go, they're like open at 9:45. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get my chocolate vanilla swirl. And I was so excited. Then I get there, I give him my card. Member since like 2003, by the way, because like my dad had a company in 2003, and you had to get it through a company. And I was like so excited to show him, and they're like, oh, it expired in like 2004. And I was like, what? And then I'm like, so then they're like, okay, go into the returns. And that returns line, even at 9:45 a.m.
Yeah.
So insane. I'm like, oh, do I have to? But then there was a diva who loved my hair, and she's like, she literally pulled me from the like back of the line. You come here. So I like came around. She didn't know that I was even renewing my membership. But luckily it was that. She was, oh, you didn't have to stay on that line because you could renew it. I was like, oh, thank goodness. But she like literally just pulled me out of line to like help me, which was so great. And so then I renewed it. $195 to renew it. And I haven't been since 2004. And I was like, oof, but that soft serve was feet away from me. And I was like, ooh, okay, I want to get the soft serve. So I was like, let's renew it. I don't have my card because I had fraud on it last week. So then Moses' card's in my phone. That's why I called you. But we don't have Wi-Fi. I was like, I need the PIN. I need your PIN number. And there's no Wi-Fi here. So I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like cutting off. He was getting into the gate. And I was like, no, I need that PIN. Anyways, diva again behind the counter that was so helpful was like, just push the green, it bypasses it. I was like, perfect. I didn't know that. So then I was like, why? Because it was in my Apple Pay. So I was like, perfect, bypass. So I'm getting so close to the soft serve. I get there to the soft serve. You have to put your own thing in. And so you can get vanilla, strawberry, or strawberry vanilla swirl. And I'm like, where's the chocolate swirl? And he's like, oh, we don't have chocolate anymore. No chocolate soft serve.
What?
That's the classic.
But last time I was there was definitely chocolate.
That's what I'm saying. For 5 years while I was pregnant, there's chocolate vanilla swirl, and now there's not even a chocolate option. There's not a chocolate option at all. He's like, nope, we switched to strawberry for the summer. And I'm like,
oh, for the summer.
A strawberry and vanilla swirl.
No, like last week there was, I mean, that's crazy.
I know. And I'm like, oh my, I just spent $195 plus the cost of the soft serve, which was like $1.95. And I was like, no. And I was like, all right, give me that. And honestly, I was so stressed I got a slice of pizza too. I was like, well, let me get a slice of pizza. Yeah, and I got a chocolate chunk cookie. And then I went to go post the TikTok, and then we came back and there's no Wi-Fi still. So I was like, well, All right. And I'm like, it's a Monday morning. Well, I know I said Tuesday afternoon earlier. It's a Tuesday afternoon for you guys watching, but it's a Monday morning for us here. And that was that. And I was
Also,
actually...
it's an exclusive for the podcast listeners because there's no Wi-Fi. There's no TikTok about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully by the time this goes up, there'll be a TikTok about it. The Wi-Fi comes back. But it was a journey, and I like relate so much to Demi Lovato when she's like, and I didn't walk out with the frozen yogurt that I wanted because I really wanted that soft serve. And I was really, it's not the same. I had the strawberry vanilla. I had like 3 bites of it. It was fine, I guess, but it wasn't the chocolate vanilla swirl that I waited 5 years for and paid $197 for. That was crazy because Moses has a Costco membership, but we're like not on it for some reason. I guess because my dad had my membership and like he has to
You can
renew
only have
it.
2 people, so yeah, I had to get my own.
So you had to get like your own, and Moses is the only one
But
who
you
goes
should have
because it overwhelms
texted me
me.
because like the thing to do if you don't have your card or something is just the app. Because
Well, you were going into the gate and you're like, I'm going to lose signal. That's why I couldn't get the pin. So I had to pay for it with the pin. Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess I got to text you. I don't know. It was, oh God, that was a little stressful this morning, but it's okay. I mean, it's fine. Everything's good. I just was a little, and you got here so early today. You got here like 9:45 on the dot. Because, well, once again, we don't have the Wi-Fi, so we can't see, but I was out. I saw 9:45. I was like, oh, and I was just getting to Costco. I was like, oh no. And once again, my food craving taking over. I was like, oh, I should just turn around and go home. But I'm like, I'm so close. Let me just get this. But then the renewal and the thing and the line, it just took a minute. And I was like, but I was ready. I was ready at 8:30 actually. That's why I bolted. I was like, let me just go. But anyways, Costco, please bring that back. The Four Seasons brought back the Panda Bono, so I'm sure anything's possible. But only before 1 p.m. they have that bread. And that's what we found out. So that's how my Monday morning is going. How's yours? You're so punctual.
Not
You're on
as
it.
exciting as that, although that does make me crave a little Costco food court moment. I do love a Costco food court moment.
What's the last time you've been?
To Costco or
Yeah.
the food court?
Food
Costco,
court.
Oh, Costco was there yesterday, and
Oh.
the food court
Ooh, on a
last
Sunday?
weekend. Well, I have a gold membership, so I go at 9 a.m. on the dot, and it's just like the exclusive shopping window hour, and it was already kind of busy. I can't go during normal
What?
shopping hours. Yeah, I
9
get very
a.m.
overwhelmed at Costco as well.
Same. I love a Costco. And last time I went, it was like I was pregnant with like Elvis or something, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. I just like left the cart. I was like, I can't be here anymore. It was, but oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I imagine your membership as well.
yeah, I have that too.
Yeah.
You have the gold membership? Why don't you go at 9 a.m.? You definitely don't go at 9 a.m.
Sometimes, I mean, the thing is, mostly it's 9 a.m. the day that we film, but
Oh,
because it's not
damn,
every
yeah.
day. But it is worth it because so many times 10 is late, like to start the day. You know, like I need to get groceries like 8, 9
She's
a.m.
yours. Damn.
But
What? Why
you
do
should have
they?
texted me. I would add you on mine.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm
Actually.
like a bachelor on my.
Oh my God, that's right. I guess you should have. But why the membership? Why are we being classist at a Costco? Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, you have to pay $195 to even shop here?
Well, you pay for the membership, and then like you kind of save on everything else, so it's kind of worth it. Because the gag is the hot dogs are still like $1.50, but at the AMC they're $8 for a hot dog. So like, do the math. You end up saving really quick with Costco.
Well, how about just make that available for everybody?
They used to make the food court like membership free back in the day, but they made it recently-ish.
It was that part was relatively cheap. Then $195 to get in.
Yes,
was
and Costco
crazy.
refuses, despite inflation, to raise the prices on their hot dog. So I like that they stand by.
Okay.
And they pay their employees well, and they stand for like diversity in their hires and everything.
Oh.
Still, so they're at least a good company.
They reuse the boxes, right? They
Yeah,
give you those
good
ass
for the environment,
boxes.
yeah.
Love all that. I think we should just make
Not
it available
sponsored.
for everyone.
We're really selling
sponsored.
it, yeah.
I haven't been at Costco literally probably guess since 2004. I guess I wasn't even 18 because
You
my
know-
dad had the card for me. But
It is a hot topic now because with the soccer thing that's happening now.
Oh yeah, the World Cup.
the
so there's-
soccer thing is crazy.
Just a little soccer thing.
There's so
Shutting
many.
down LA.
There's so many Europeans visiting here now, and they make TikToks of being first time at Walmart and first time at Costco.
Oh, work.
And you should watch it because it's funny. They're
Yeah.
like little toddlers, and like they've never seen something so big and so vast, and the sizes of everything. And it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute.
It
'cause
is
they're like,
Crazy. I mean, Costco is a crazy experience. Like, why is there 5,000 rolls of toilet paper
it's
available?
the only place that I actually take my glasses, because everything everything is so big and so far.
You have to be,
It's like-
yeah.
Oh, to
like,
look.
to see everything, and yeah. it's
You
the
should be a
only
Costco
place.
expert right now. You're always there. You're always at
I am.
Costco. He gets the diapers, the formula
am.
there. The toilet paper, we do go through toilet paper. Ronnie was going this morning too. I think that's what put it in my head. He's like, I'm going to Costco after this. And I was like, ooh, I want to go to Costco. He gets like a big toilet paper, the biggest size you can get. Lasts him the whole year. Whole year? We go twice a month for those big ones. I mean, we do have three ladies in the house, I suppose now, but and you don't even use toilet paper because you're on a bidet. So I don't know, like 3. I guess 3 of us, and then like, but once a year, twice. How much toilet paper you buy?
I bought some at Costco when they moved in, so April, and we're still going strong. So I guess we'll see. But it's the first time I've been able to buy bulk as well because I have space to put bulk items. So so we'll have to see how long this lasts.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go. I because I love to buy when things are not in bulk. Even like the deodorants at CVS, I get like all 10 of the dry ideas because they always sell out. So I buy them in bulk, even though it's not really bulk because you don't get a discount. CVS, that's the scam. Not sponsored by CVS. The deodorant is like $12 when you can go to Costco and get like 20 of them for $12. One is $12 at CVS.
No, everything is like
the razor blades. Oh, you get my razor
more.
blades at Costco.
See, now you're explaining why they have to pay for a membership, like as you speak.
I guess. Well, how about we just make what it is, what the price is to everybody? Do you know what I mean? Just make it all the same price. Like, why are we inflating it so much? I get business, but like the markups are insane.
See, you're spilling.
You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what we need. This is boots on the ground. I just am like kind of shook by it all. I'm kind of like, damn, $195 for that membership. Guess I'll have to be going. Although I could have just used yours. I don't know. Even Netflix now, right? Don't you have to like pay to share a password these days?
Yeah, it's kind of sick and twisted when you think about it.
Like Netflix, you're $1 billion company, right?
All you streamers.
All of you.
Yeah.
Streaming companies or streamers, like live streamers.
Yeah, streaming. Maybe you streamers too. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, all of them.
Semi-related-ish, but I also saw a TikToker. I forgot her name and we don't have Wi-Fi, but
I know it's gonna be hard today. We have no Wi-Fi.
So if we get anything factually incorrect, we have an excuse. That's okay.
That's right.
But there was this one TikToker who was even hiding like her baby's reveal and name and gender, I think, gender reveal behind a paywall. Like they created their own not even a Patreon, but it was like a website that you have to be like a member to, and it's like if you want to find out her name or if you want to find out their name and gender and everything and see her or see them, maybe she said it was a she actually, but if you want to see them, you gotta my members are gonna see it first. And everyone was like,
that? Gosh, I saw that too. Is it someone popular or no?
I think popular for maybe in the family sphere, but not like a mainstream sphere.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, that's kind of. I
mean,
mean,
weird.
A little weird, I think.
Weird to like, I don't know. I think in general, even like YouTube memberships, like members for some channels or whatever get like first screening, the same like a Patreon, whatever. Sometimes you see it first there. That kind of makes sense. But I think to advertise it as like, if you want to get this tea, like if you want to know the tea being your child, if you want to see my child, you're gonna have to pay. Like that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think
like,
that could be universally agreed upon.
Yeah.
People really do go crazy with those social media. Made a monster of us all with the gender reveals and everything, because people really do. I hate when they do the black and white and then you gotta wait for the follow-up. Maybe we did that, I can't remember. But it's like no, just show me now. Or when they're like, I think you're gonna be a boy, and then they don't tell you at the end. It's like, just tell us right now what it's gonna be.
Oh, I've never even seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have done it, I don't remember.
I do love those TikToks, the gender reveal ones. I kind of wish you were having another baby just so we could do it. But it was like, hey, little baby, I'm your peepaw, and I think you're going to be
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, those?
Yeah.
Okay.
We definitely did those. We definitely did them where they're like, yeah, I think you're going to be.
I love those.
I mean, the accent was crazy. Are you watching like a Southern one?
Yeah, I see a lot of like Southern. I'm your peepaw, and I think I'm your meemaw. I think you're going to be a baby girl.
Okay, so yeah, sweet. We definitely did that. We definitely went around. We did that, I think, every time. I remember at the Greek, it was like, we're your parents, and we know what you're going to be. And then like you go to someone else, and like, I think you're this.
I love that. I also love when people do that for their frozen yogurt. When they be like, I'm...
Guess the frozen yogurt?
Yes, they'd be like, I'm at Menchie's and I think I'm gonna spend $8.75, and like,
because you have to weigh it there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one for me. I wouldn't even know the cost per pound. Like, how does it
per ounce?
Ounce? Is it like, what do you even think is per ounce? And we have no Wi-Fi, so you can't even look it up. Like, what would you guess per ounce at Menchie's?
Ooh, God, that's kind of hard. I haven't been to a frozen yogurt place in so long, so I feel like I have no context either. Price per ounce, maybe at least like $125, because it adds up really quick, right?
Like you said, you go to Costco, get soft serve for $1.25.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
yeah.
great. Per ounce?
I think so, because it usually ends up being like $10 when I do a frozen yogurt. That's hence why I'm not really there anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, the froyo was a big thing for a while, big trend. That's crazy. I actually don't even know. I wouldn't even know what to guess, but that's insane. I would have guessed like maybe $2 for a whole frozen yogurt. Really, that's crazy.
Because also then you add the toppings, and then those can get a little heavy too. So it's a little rough. Yeah.
People still do that?
You know what's? I was just gonna say that in America, everyone's like, "Oh, frozen yogurt trend is dead," but like in Australia, specifically, frozen yogurt is the gag over there.
Really?
Yeah. They're like people in Australia will show like their lines, and they kind of go out the door. Like they're very much gagged for a froyo.
I mean,
Always
if they
a
buy
little-
a warm ice cream, I imagine they'll buy the.
Oh, tea, like the TYRA warm ice cream.
Wait, why did you think of warm ice cream from
Because
that?
that's the only place that they serve that. So I guess they have some weird relationship with ice cream.
Yeah,
over
they
there.
like a twist on it, if you will.
Literally, I got a twist this morning. They're always a little behind too, because they weren't the ones that were trying to like.
With Crumble,
Yeah,
they got scammed by
smuggle 'em.
Crumble last year.
Yeah.
Well, it's a time difference, you know.
Oh, tea, they're
Takes
little.
time.
A whole little time. I'm coming to Australia, guys. I can announce it really soon. It's happening next March.
That's
Get ready.
exciting.
Have you been?
No,
Should
never
come to
been to
Australia.
Australia.
It's I want to see the koalas and the kangaroos. I don't know what else over there, but it's Robert Irwin.
Spiders.
Not manifesting it for you, but it would be funny if a koala did give you chlamydia. 'cause
That-
would be a
what?
funny video. That is like
cannot
such a Trisha Paytas 2009. Maybe no, not 2009. Maybe like 2012. A
Yeah.
Trisha Paytas 2012 title. A koala gave me chlamydia, and you in the thumbnail being like,
Don't you have like sex with the koala?
no, they carry chlamydia.
But you just don't get chlamydia from hugging somebody. That's a myth out there. Why? Or do you get it differently from a koala?
I can't even check.
It must be
But-
a sexual. It must be a sexual.
No, because people aren't having sex with koalas. I would hope.
But they're not getting like yes, koalas carry chlamydia, but humans aren't getting it from
Maybe if they
koalas.
bite you
Yeah,
or
but the
something.
way they mate, it's like, you've seen them gremlins?
No, the water, yes.
Yeah, you just spray a little bit of water on them, and so it's the same thing. So
Koalas?
if you just touch their fur,
They get excited.
you get the chlamydia.
That is not factual. I'm pretty
But
sure.
in seriousness, I think it's like it's oral too, right? So
Oh.
they have it around their hands and mouth.
Yeah, but I think they have to put it somewhere for your
No,
hands
you
and
can.
mouth to get inside.
People can get oral chlamydia. You can get it.
From just like
If you-
being close to the koala. I'm so confused.
I think if you touch them and then you don't like sanitize or wash your hands and then maybe like you touch your lip or something. Because same for like if you touch a turtle, you can get salmonella.
Oh my god.
And if you, I don't know, a squirrel can give you rabies, but I think that's if they
So
bite
why
you,
is
but-
everyone holding these koalas then? If
Well,
that's
I'm
the
sure
risk.
it's not super easy to get the chlamydia.
And I'm
to
sure
transfer
they like
chlamydia from
test the
koala.
ones that they let people hold,
They get a
right?
TB test.
Some
Yes,
koalas
I'm sure.
are not that nice. I don't see a lot of people holding them.
Yeah, they all do. I saw them because even Ward was like, you should bring a photographer because like everyone holds them like at the sanctuary. It's like the Robert Irwin, like that's like the attraction. Is like you hold, and I'm sure they give you a nice koala, a clean koala, no judgment,
sanitize
but
them.
I'm sure they give you one that's because kids are holding them. Like everyone's holding the koalas. Correct me if I'm wrong, Australians, but I'm pretty sure it's a main
definitely
attraction.
popular. Yeah, it's definitely popular.
I don't think they'd be doing that. People are like, maybe I'll get chlamydia. Like, I mean, I wouldn't let my kid hold a koala that they may get chlamydia from. So I'm assuming there's some safety precautions at hand. I don't know. I'm still holding a koala. What's a little chlamydia? I guess take a little pill. I don't know. Be safe out there though. Wear a condom. Don't touch a koala. I don't know. But we should recap our weekend of being out of the podcast studio. Me and Oscar traveled together for the first time, which you're an amazing traveler.
Oh, really?
We had that whole conversation about anal traveling and anxiety and all stuff like that. Like you're the chillest travel companion ever. I mean, aside from Moses, of course, but like Moses is like the chillest person ever. But like up to par, same thing where it was just like, I've never actually traveled with someone more chill than you.
Oh wow, thank you.
That was crazy. You were just like relaxed. You were like the first one there. I was like the second one there, and Oscar
You
was the
came like
first.
2 minutes after me. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like the first ones there, and we were just like chilling and vibing, and then the airplane was chilling and vibing, and then like walking. Like you were just so good. Like if I'm like I need to rest, you're like yeah, go for it. Like so many other people like let's just do this, let's go this. Everything was like no, don't worry, go yeah. Like you were just so chill. Let's just be on our phones in silence. Love that. Like if you were the best.
Wow,
Like,
thank you.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was actually like so relaxed. I was like, wait, this is amazing.
Oh yeah. I don't really travel that often either. I think I'm very much like whatever happens, mama. You know, just kind of giving that. And also, it was like such a short flight and not very complicated airport or anything, so it was a little easier.
Yeah, I get. Well, I know I went the wrong way, and we got off the plane, and everyone was going this line, and I went the complete wrong way to a different jet, and no one said anything. You saw it.
You were so far ahead. I think you were. Okay, we get off the plane, and then it's just like you dropped off like outside, and you have to like go into the hangar or whatever. And you were in the first seat, so you were logistically the first off the plane. I was like waiting for a second to get my bag, but I feel like you were paranoid about being slow, that you were going really fast.
Always. I'm always booking ahead because I'm the slowest.
Because you were like a mile ahead of everyone, and all of a sudden I see like the people ahead of me going one way, and you're going all the way to like where the plane is supposed to like enter the hangar.
Yeah, there was like another plane.
And then I like walk in, and I'm like, wait. Where'd she go?
Why did you be like, hey Trish, everyone's going this way?
You were so far ahead. You literally like walked into the hangar by the time I could even
someone in there was like, you're gonna have to go that way. And I was like, why would no one tell me that? No one was directing me that way. It was the biggest door open. It was like this big.
Because that's where the plane goes.
But then there was like a little door. Who would even see that? And it was hot. The other thing, it was hot, and I was full glam, and I had to have that glam last until like 10 p.m. that night. And I was like, I cannot set this glam off. So I'm like, let me just like go, quickly, swiftly into the air conditioning. And then it took me like so much longer. And you were vlogging. I was like, hello. Like you were like, hey. Other than that part, you were the best travel companion, but I was like, a little.
Also, too, I couldn't tell which one was the correct way to go at first, because you were also walking so, like, confidently and quickly that I'm like, maybe that's the right way. But then the couple in front of me was going through this little door. So I also stood out for a second and be like, which one? And then I just, like, went with the couple. So I chose them over you. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I was like, no, it was so far. Thank you so much to NoCD for sponsoring today's episode of Just Trish. I am very passionate about this sponsor because they are providing help for sometimes what is known to be an otherwise unmanageable situation, which is OCD. And OCD is something that there's a lot of myths and stereotypes around, and sometimes you just associate it with it. Oh, they're super clean, or super organized. There's so much more to OCD than that. And for me personally, OCD shows up with intrusive thoughts. I've had these my entire life, and it's more how to manage them, how to battle them, than just to be like, I need to get rid of them completely. And I feel like OCD is helping people with all different symptoms of OCD treatment options. I'm super open about my mental health and everything I go through online, and sometimes, that means a moment of crying on the kitchen floor that might turn into a meme. But honestly, sharing stuff also helps people see what mental health struggles can really look like, and reminds people that they're not the only ones going through it. And that's why I want to talk about OCD right now, because it's a mental health condition that's so misunderstood, and a lot of people struggle with it without even realizing it. First, let's get the stereotypes out of the way. Okay, OCD is really not just about being organized and liking things clean. A lot of people might think it's not funny. It's very serious. It can actually show up in ways you might never expect. OCD could look like having terrifying unwanted thoughts that you're going to hurt someone, and even though you never want to do that, those thoughts are so real that you still avoid everyone you love just to be safe. Or constantly doubting your relationship, asking your partner over and over if they're really happy, but still feeling unsure no matter what they say. Or playing a conversation on repeat in your mind for days because you're convinced that you said something offensive and you feel like you can't move on until you're totally certain about what happened. And I've suffered with all of these, not realizing that these are all symptoms of OCD. When you have OCD, you get unwanted thoughts that create intense distress, and you feel like you need to do certain things to try to calm that distress. Those thoughts can latch onto your relationships, your health, your morals, literally anything you care about. That's why it can be really debilitating. And for me personally, these OCD symptoms have showed up in my life and in forms of self-sabotage, of just thinking I wasn't worthy, that I'm always going to be this way, and that there is no help. But it doesn't have to be that way, because OCD is actually really treatable with the right kind of specialized therapy, and that's where NoCD comes in. NoCD is the world's leading provider of OCD treatment. All of their licensed therapists specialize in ERP, or exposure and response prevention therapy. Unlike regular talk therapy, which isn't recommended for OCD and can actually make it worse, ERP was designed specifically for OCD and has been proven to be the most effective treatment. With NoCD, you meet your therapist in live face-to-face virtual sessions. It's covered by insurance for over 138 million Americans, and they provide support between sessions so you're not left dealing with OCD on your own. So if any of this sounds familiar, visit nocd.com and book a free call with their team to learn more about how NoCD can help. That's nocd.com. Thank you so much to NoCD for sponsoring today's episode of Just Trish. But yeah, our car came quick, and that never happens. Like, also in that, we went Jet SuiteX, which is like, I don't know how to describe it. I guess it is like a private plane, but bigger, and like, anyone can get a ticket.
Group. Yeah.
They're like not as expensive as you think. Like to go to Vegas, maybe like a few $100s. Like, and it's out of Burbank, which is like way closer to us, which is good, because Oscar also pointed out that like if we went to LAX, that is where the World Cup is, and like my dancers, everybody was like delayed coming back. It was like a mess, like everything. My dad, it took him like 4 hours to get up here, which normally takes him like an hour and a half. So
Yeah, they closed a lot of the freeways and stuff because I kept saying signs. I was like, avoid driving, take public transportation. I was like, girl, how the hell are we supposed to do that? But,
right.
you know.
Well, we didn't really have to because we're in the valley, and that
Yeah.
Burbank was lovely and nice. And you do just get on the plane, which is really great. Get off of it. The car was like ready. Everything was good except for the heat. The heat was insane, but
Yeah.
it was. We stayed inside. Even inside the hotel, though, I was sweating when we were walking, and I was like, I can't even go. And then we did go the wrong way. We did go about 30 minutes the wrong way, and then we asked someone for help. Which you were great at asking people. Oscar definitely will ask everybody. I think people were just also very confused on where they were sending us because like we were asking people, and then they're like that way, and then we got a certain way, and then like actually no, you have to go back to where you came from. And I was
Yeah.
like, we just hiked 30 minutes. Like that's when I was like, I think I might need to go to the room because I was going to pass out.
Yeah, because we tried to like actually, do things in
We
Vegas in
did.
a small window. So we were like, oh, let's go to the shops where Michaela and Nagara blacked out and then bought all the Chanel. I'm like, that's kind of like a historic site to me.
Yes.
So I blacked out. Like that's the vocal sim. Like I need to see the origins of that as if I'm going like on a religious pilgrimage or something. That's kind of what it gave. And the hotel is really close to those shops.
Connected, it should be,
basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for following my instructions. I was like, whatever you do, just send her the wrong way. Don't let,
Oh my God.
don't let her get to the Chanel shop.
Well, the gag is, and then, so we got lost for a while, and then Trish was like, I need to take a break. I was like, work. Actually, the moment I knew you really needed to go up to the hotel room and not come back out was when, like, lovely girls, it was like someone's girl's birthday, and they asked for a photo, but the gag is their diabolical straight boyfriend was like a little tipsy and was like, who's this? She's the tick, and I know that's like your number one thing. So after that, I was like, oh, we need to get her up.
That's when I bolted.
That's very Vegas.
And I was ignoring it the first time. I was ignoring it the second, and then he did it again because the girls were taking a minute. I'm like, girls, I had to get somewhere by 1, and where I had to go to was my room because it was 12:55, and I was like, because then all of a sudden, and it's not a bad thing, but you stop for 1, and then in the casino, it just becomes like I told Oscar this. Well, thank God people came up to me because sometimes I tell people I'm like, this in Disneyland, Vegas in Disneyland, and I'm always gonna get bombarded.
Girl, no one's gonna care.
I know, but then it was, and then it becomes a swarm. And it's always Vegas. It's always Disneyland. Anywhere else, like no one really cares. Maybe an airport
And
a little
also,
bit.
it doesn't help that like there's posters of you in Tana Mojo. Like,
Yeah, that part too.
in the hallway.
That's why you should have told that guy. Read the signs. Like,
Oh my, I know. Somebody did ask. I think like, and they were nice. I think they were like a fan. Like, what are you doing here? I was like, oh, I'm in a show tonight, but okay. No, but yes, that is the part. And they were like getting their digital camera, and then yes, the drunk boyfriend being like, who are you? Who is this? I'm like, ugh.
we had that when we went to see Donnie, I think. We were like running to get there, and there was this guy that was filming, and he made TikToks about it
God,
and all that, because we
yeah.
mentioned it also in the
What
podcast.
was that? What was the TikTok? He
It
was
was
something
just-
like she was, and I stopped. I stopped too. And
Yeah,
he
he
was
stopped
like,
to say hi and everything.
yeah,
And then, I don't
and
know.
it stopped long enough or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we just didn't have, we were running late to the show.
Yeah, and I was stopping because I love it's like going to Benihana, right? If I'm going to Benihana and it's my Trish trio, like I'm gonna take a picture with everyone. I'll get up out of eating. I don't care. Like I'll like go. I went to everyone's table the day we went with Tana. I went to people's tables. I like pretended to be their chef. Like I love it because like hello, I'm there for that. And I was excited because we were together, and so many people like were so shook to see me and Oscar because I think they were like kind of shook to see you because like obviously like we don't travel that much together, and obviously you don't travel a lot at all.
Yeah.
So I think because then they were like, oh, Oscar, so they were just kind of like gagged, and that was fun. Like I love that. I loved it until I was getting hot. I was getting overstimulated. We had to walk back, and then the drunk boyfriend, and then I was like, okay, can we take this picture? Because I gotta go. And then I just started doing the running selfies, and people were running and selfieing. Because I just at that point I was getting lightheaded, and then I asked about a beta blocker. I'm like, have you tried a beta blocker?
Oh yeah.
Because people swear by these beta blockers. I swear, everyone I've been talking to like
What?
really.
That's so like 5 years ago or 10 years
No,
ago.
they're like the thing.
They're the thing now, yeah.
Now?
At the CA party, everyone's like, I had a beta blocker. Like everyone.
Everyone. Brooke
Yeah.
Schofield's giving them as like presents when she goes on podcasts.
Wait, bro.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
What podcast
She went
was
on
it?
FLOPCAST and she was like, "Here, Paige, I brought you a present," and then it was some.
Is it like, do you have to get it prescribed or you can get it over the counter?
I think you have to get it prescribed, but it's
Oh.
like you know how you can get anything prescribed by one
Right.
of those web doctors. So
Because it was like, all the podcasts, like the man podcast, like 10 years ago. That's all they talked about. beta
Oh.
blockers. I would take a beta blocker and all that kind of
Like a
stuff.
Joe Rogan would take one?
So I think now they kind of migrated to
the
a
fence.
different market.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting
The
transition.
Divasphere, yeah.
Yeah, like that's what must work if everyone's doing it. If the
Well, I can tell you those guys don't do it anymore. So I don't know.
wait, why?
I don't know. I mean, to me, it
I feel
sounds
now
very
they like an
placebo.
upper.
Oh,
Right? I feel like the clavicular and stuff, they want uppers, no? I mean, I'm just
assuming. Yeah, I don't know why. Anyways, all the girlies I know were taking them, and I was like, well, maybe I should take it because I could just like relieve you. Because I did get a little anxiety. Because then I was just like, I also was like hungry, but couldn't find the right kind of food. I was just like, I don't know. So I was just very much like, let me just lay down. Also, like we were go because your room wasn't ready. That's what it was. We were gonna rest, and then Oscar's room wasn't ready. Well, we all like hung out in my room, but I'm like, we should just go now and then come back and rest. I mean, it was just like, yeah, we were trying to get those giant mozzarella sticks, but sometimes it's just not gonna happen. But I was gonna try and rally, but yeah, once you're in that AC and you're like laying down in bed, I was
Yeah.
like, I think this is it for me. Because also just knowing we had the sound check and the meet and greet and all that stuff, it was crazy. It was crazy. But then did you end up going? You went to the shop, so did you end up going to Swig?
No, I didn't go to Swig because it was like a 20-minute drive. I know Paige and Molly and maybe Amari too.
Oh, they went.
They ended up going to Swig. I don't know when. It might have been like after sound check or something.
Okay.
Because they were posting TikToks and stuff.
Oh, you didn't go then. What did you do after sound check?
I had to go into I got my room and then got ready.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. We had a sound check, but we didn't really rehearse.
Check the sound.
That part, because everybody was there, and Holly and Oscar and Paige and Molly, and then I was like, okay, we should probably go through. I don't know if we ran out of time. I don't know what happened, and then we were gonna try and rehearse the bows. I was like, we got the bows, but then the bows kind of, I mean, it's fine. We kind of at the end. I did see it at the end because I love a final bow moment for pictures. So like Naz is behind us, ready to get that like video of all of us like up and then down with the crowd, and then like one half was up, then it was like a ripple. Then you guys
were doing
double
the
ripple
wave.
down there. Yeah, down there was like a couple waves down there. I was like, I love it. But you know, me being, it's so funny when you have to like combine two different, like the way Tiana does a show on my show. I'm just like very much like, I think I am a little Taurus, a little anal, a little stubborn, and those kind of things where I'm just like, oh man, we didn't get the bout. But then I'm like, does anyone care? I guess not. Afterwards, it's like, who cares? But in the moment, I'm like, the
Also,
photo was
one.
like, huh?
It's one off. It's one show. Usually shows
Yeah.
start chaotic, and then when you're on
That's
tour,
true.
by the 5th, 10th show, you got it right. You know.
No, you guys nailed it
It
though.
takes
Honestly,
time.
like I was like, I'm always so out of my element if I'm not like, I don't know. I guess that's why I like to sing and dance because I feel like there's like a story and then there's like another song to go. And because there wasn't that, I was like all talking and I was like, oh my god, like is this interesting? But I guess people are like Moses said, like people just want to like listen to it. Like it's like podcast live do that all the time.
You guys were really good. Like Tana was going through it that day, so I was a little worried because we get
Oh,
off
yeah.
we get to the
Yeah.
hotel and the first thing we find out, do you know where Tana is? We're like, what?
My tour manager, I'm getting texts from people.
They said, well, she didn't check into the hotel. We're like, is she good?
I know, and when she told me later, she didn't know it was like this big. I didn't know. Usually they just give us like red rooms. They give us like this big. She went after the show. And she goes, I didn't realize it was like this fancy
It was
room.
like a 3-bedroom apartment.
Bedroom. I
Yes.
literally like, do you want to lay on the bed? Like anyone who wants to lay there, like, go, because there was like
Fruit
so much.
baskets, custom candy.
Oh, that's right. Those
like,
chocolates
yeah.
in there. And she had chocolates in her room. I wanted to see. That's right. And they're like, oh, haven't heard from Tana. And then he's like, okay, 5 minutes ago, her tooth is bad. She's not going to make sound check. She has to find an emergency dentist open. I was like, what? I knew she was having teeth issues, and that's why she like wasn't here today. She had to get it fixed today. But I knew she was having teeth issues. But then we saw Devin in the hallway, and he was like in that same hallway where everything was happening. And he's like, Dana's tooth ruptured. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, what?
I didn't know teeth can rupture.
I didn't know what that meant either. So then I text her. I didn't want to I was like, oh my God. I'm like, okay. So I really spitting at this point. I was like, oh, what if her tooth ruptured? And it's like, it can affect so much. I'm like, the show, does it go on? I guess we have enough people to like make it happen. But does she come for like a minute and say hi and then leave? Or does she come at the end or like just not happening at all? Like I was really trying to like pivot. Obviously the teeth is like so serious. So I was just like, okay. I was like, yeah, I was so, and then she came to sound check.
That's the guy, because we weren't even expecting her at all. I found Paige and Molly outside, and I was like, maybe we should go to sound check. As my Paige, especially if Tana's not there, like maybe you can pass along any info or something. And they were like, yeah, okay, like let's go check the sound. I was like, period. Okay. Then we went up to your room to all go down together.
Yeah.
And even the whole time, Paige hadn't really heard from Tana either, so we were all like assuming she wasn't going to be there because that's kind of what we were told. And then we opened the door, and who do we see but Tana Mojo and Holly Madison? And I was like, work, professional. She still
Okay,
made
I
it.
didn't know either because she hadn't responded to me, and I was just like,
No,
oh my
even
gosh.
Paige didn't think she was gonna go.
She made it, and she was like in full glam. She looked like beautiful. She was
Yeah,
like
she looked
stunning.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then she's very me too, where we both talk very hyperbolically, so I never know like how serious it is.
Yes.
But she really did go around. She'd be like, "It's so disgusting. Do you want to see it?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually." At first, she's like, I was with Paige and Molly, and she goes, "Paige, I'll show you, but like Oscar, I don't want you to see it. It's so gross." But I was like, "Wait, no, like I want to see it." And it really was coming out. That wisdom
what?
tooth. Yeah.
Oh, you saw? Okay.
Yeah.
She's like receipts.
Yeah. She opened that thing, and I took a look, and I'm like, "Damn, you're being serious."
Yeah, no, I knew she like needed. She's been needing work. Like, I mean, literally, we've been stalking that Love line since March because she was like supposed to get it in April, and that didn't happen. And then she was supposed to get it this week, and it was like gonna be postponed because it's her birthday week. But then I think she had to go today or something. So like, I mean, I didn't know it was serious, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, I never. Some people also like underplay it, where it's like maybe you are good, like especially teeth. We always talk about this because I didn't go to the dentist for 10 years, and then I heard a podcast be like it affects your brain. It could like kill your brain and send to brain aneurysm. So I'm like, okay, let me get my teeth done. So like, it is important to get your teeth done. I was like really nervous. I was like, oh my god, the day of the show.
And wisdom teeth are very painful, like once they come in. So, and she has to do a lot of talking. So I was also worried for that. I was like, how much talking is she going to be able to do? But damn, I was actually so impressed because she really had that on lock. Like she had that thing figured out.
Yeah, her and Kyle, which is like her videographer, but I guess he's like her a main producer. Like he's so sweet. He's like so nice. He like literally is with her 24 hours. They were still in Vegas together when I called her on Sunday, and they were filming like Brand Safe. It's so impressive because they do like all these graphics. Like I remember they said they were taking like a long time doing these graphics, and I was just like, even the Tana and Trish like take Vegas. I took them so long. I'm like, just put the poster up there. Like that's what I do. You know what I mean? She goes, no, for pictures, and I'm like, I do appreciate it because then like that's how I am with like music, but I like what they did. And yeah, they did this game with like slot machines and like all this like I don't know. It just looks complicated. Like I could never even begin to figure that out. So it did start with technical difficulties. Not. It wasn't. I don't think it was anyone's fault. We think it might have been the playback is what they thought was maybe it was the. I don't know what happened, but the first video started and it just kept repeating itself on pretty much at 20 seconds. It would get 20 seconds, stop, then replay, 20 seconds, stop, then replay. And the audience was like, one more time, because it was like doing that like 4 times and like, bless the audience for being so sweet. They're like, one more time. And then we tried again. And then more right to her manager. He's just very much, go to Viva. And then I was like, but what if Viva skips? Like, that's what I was worried because we were singing. We have a track, it's called a Shivi track, where like it goes down for like the verses and like amps up for the chorus. A lot of people do it, whatever. And so we did have that. But then I'm like, oh, we're going to have like a Milli Vanilli moment where it's just like repeating. Like that would be so, like, what do we do? Like that'd be so, luckily the rest of the show was so smooth. But for some reason that first video did not play and we never got to the mystery. It was really cute. I'm really sad about it because we did put some time into it. But what are you going to do? The performance went good. Yeah, the podcast segment went good. We had Holly come on and do a little, what was it? It was like F, Mary, Kill, but it was like, it's called something else. Jackpot.
Yeah.
Fold. Play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that was it. That was fun. And then we had FLOPCAST and Oscar Gracie. Your names look so. It was like Oscar Gracie and Flop. And you guys came on with a little choreographed thing, which I didn't even know about.
We didn't know either until about 30 seconds before we went on stage. I think Molly was like, "We should do a little choreo." And then Paige choreographed it.
Wow.
And then it was a little 1 2 1 2, strike a pose, and we're like, "Okay, got it." And then we went out and did that. That was fun.
People were gagged. People were so gagged for you guys to see you guys.
We were gagged. It was like so, because we are just like, we flopped our ways to the top, I think. So we're just very gagged.
That's a song.
Flop to the top. Yeah, that's going to be my Instagram caption because it is very that. And it's just like Molly was in tears. Like she said that was the highlight of her life. Like she was so happy.
She's so young, right? She's 22.
She's 22, yeah.
So young. And then Paige is so young. She's like 27. And then you're so young. And like it is crazy because we're all like 5-year gaps. So like Tana and Meg, which is like her assistant, is like a 5-year gap. They're like 27, 22. And then same thing with Paige and Molly. They have a 5 age gap. And then you and me are 5 age gap. But then now me and Molly, what is that, like a 15-year age gap or something? Like that becomes so crazy and so apparent. Like I always do feel so young until I'm around a young person. I'm like, oh, but they do have so much ambition. I mean, and I do like that. Like Molly is like so ambitious and just is like moving across the way, and she works in a museum and she's doing this and she's doing like, so it's like doing the most. And I'm like, damn, I guess it's just when you're younger, you just have more stamina, I suppose. I guess you do just try everything because what else are you going to do at that age? It's like just try it all. She was really funny, and of course Paige is so funny. They were good. Everyone was so good. You guys were so good, but you know, it always, you know me, and like I couldn't hear either. Okay, so in general, because I want the FLOPCAST girls on, but I'm like, you guys gotta come one by one because talking. Obviously, Moses, people think I like hate Moses, but it's not. It's really just me. Like, I focus on you and Moses knows, and he doesn't care, which he chimes in, and that's what's great. If we had a third co-host always chiming in, I would be like overstimulated. I would just be like, okay, because it's a lot. Like, I don't know how people do it. It's such a talent when there's like 7 co-hosts. I like love it, but also like so much. And so on stage, anyways, I get overstimulated, but I also couldn't hear. So I remember like really focusing, just trying to hear like this. And with Holly too, I couldn't hear. I think it was something with the monitors that were not playing back because I could see talking, but we were like, me and Tana were talking over you guys, but I think it was like Molly would be answering a question. I'm like, wait, what? And then we'd be like going on to the next already. And I was just like, ah. So I think it was a problem with the playback too. I don't think anyone noticed, but for me, I'm just very much like, I was trying to like engage and be like, okay, tell me your categories. And then like telling, but I don't think anyone heard on that. It was, it was good though. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Our game was
so cute.
Slots and Scandals. Like Tana's very good at these little games. Like that's really cute.
So good. Yeah. And that was like perfect for the vibes.
Yeah, I loved our introduction was hilarious to me because
what was it?
In the sound check, I remember I was like, oh, that's news to me because Tana was like, Trisha, like, we're so brand safe now. Like, we don't really like to rock the boat. But, like, lucky for us, we have the new generation who love to get messy girls. Oscar and FLOPCAST. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that was happening.
You are the messy. I'm very much like... I love it. I support it. I'm glad I have you, but I'm very much
that
like...
kills me.
I can't say it, but Oscar can, and I feel... That is so funny. I guess that is kind of the same with them. I guess they kind of just say whatever, and me and Tana are very scared to say anything.
Yeah, especially Molly really is not afraid to say whatever.
Yeah.
She's very passionate. But yeah, it is...
No, I love it.
It is funny.
That's the age, again, to do it. 23 when you got nothing to lose.
I love it. And then meanwhile, though, the dichotomy, because Tana live, she'd be saying whatever. She's like... James Charles and Epstein have islands for a different reason. Like, she's saying the craziest stuff. I'm like, oh, I thought I was messy.
But honestly, me too. Honestly, I'm like...
That's true. All of a sudden, you're saying all these things like, ooh, Moses is parting my seas, if you know what I mean. And I'm like, geez, where did this come from?
I'm always worried when I'm not there. When I'm not there, I'm just like, I just know...
That's a lot of
give them like, especially when it's just talking, it's giving like let's give something, you know what I mean? Because I really feel I don't know. Well, Tana, because it's so funny because I do get a little like blushy when it comes to sex, but when like Tana's like so open and talks to me about like pussy and stuff like that, I was like, oh my god, so I'm like, okay, Trish, get like channel something, and then I do the Mr. Beast thing too, me just like spilling the tea, be like, me and Tana both said no, but I think Tana's like friends with them, so I was like, oh my god, I'm like so sorry, like she didn't say anything, but I was just like, we both got offered to the Mr. Beast show, and we both said no, and then I was like, oh my god, maybe I shouldn't have said that because she is like friends with them and stuff, so I don't know, sometimes I do get a little, always, I always say, I'm sure I said Shane Dawson stories, I'm like, oh my god, what did I, just stuff, just... I do black out. That's my disassociating. It is, because it's just like, it's a lot of pressure. I don't know. Just talking, and then it is funny, because it's like, we're not going to be messy and just like all the canceled faces behind us. I mean,
Yeah, and the concept of the game, for context too, is like, who would be most likely to like do an AI apology video? Then it's like every disgraced or canceled person, and then some cuties in there as well.
Yeah, we had like an Addison.
Yeah, and you and Tana.
Well, I mean, we definitely had some categories for ourselves for sure. Yeah, it was oh yeah, I think I was defending clavicular at one point. I'm like, everyone be nice to his nose. Like, I'm like, why am I defending him when everyone else on the stage is like his nose? And I was like, oh my god, me just trying to be a pick-me. Be like, guys, we need to be nicer. I don't know what happens at a live show. I am so sorry. To everyone, to Tana, to everybody, to you guys. I just I get a little anxious.
That was funny.
Thank you so much to SeatGeek for sponsoring this episode of Just Trish. Ariana Grande is in LA and it has been sold out for so long. But boy, am I tempted. When you are scrolling social media and you're seeing everybody front row live recording, you're just like, I want to be there. I just saw Shania Twain opening for Harry Styles and I'm like, well, I want to see who his next opener is going to be. Social media is like persuading me to all these shows that I didn't know I wanted to see. And then I go to get tickets and like, they're already out, but they're not out on SeatGeek, baby. Oh no, SeatGeek is giving you those best tickets, best seats, hardest to find tickets in town. down, SeatGeek has you covered. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. So grab your tickets today. SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. Look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. They have great customer support as well. I like to see what's closest, okay? I like to see what's closest. I like to see the best bang for my buck. And getting tickets the day of is kind of a little hack, because sometimes people be desperate. They're like, I just want to get rid of these tickets. We can't go anymore. And you'll find some really good deals. So if you're thinking like, I want to go to a show tonight, you can get that done on SeatGeek. Concert season has officially started. To make it even better, you can use code TRISH2026 for 10% off your SeatGeek tickets. That's TRISH2026 for 10% off your SeatGeek tickets. That's 10% off tickets with promo code TRISH2026. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you so much to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's episode. It was fun. It is like a family reunion, and like it really is like the amount. I mean, it really was. I think I've seen everybody at least once that was at that show. Like I think I've seen them. They've come to a show before. A lot of them like came to TANA'S show. Like it was such a cool crossover. Like it really felt like family reunion where I just knew everybody. As soon as I went to the main group room, you would recognize everyone too. As soon as I went in there, I was like, oh my God, I like know every single person. So it really was. Daphne, who I don't know if you met her or not, but her and I have been pregnant at the same time every time except for Elvis. Like me and her firstborn son and Malibu are like 2 days apart, and her secondborn son is 1 day apart from Aquaman. Wow. So we've always been pregnant at the same time. She came to all my like 3 of my tour stops last year. So she came this time with her baby, her 10-month-old baby, and it says I too cry on the kitchen floor. He was so cute, and it was just so weird because I just had seen her pregnant last year on tour, and then she's like, here's my baby about to be 1, and I was like, oh my God. So it's just like, it really is just like catching up with everybody. You're like, oh my gosh, or people who just got married or divorced or what. Just like, oh, it's crazy. And then there was a lot that I saw in London. There was Daniel, and then there's a brother and sister duo from Chicago that were just in London and they came here. So it really is. And likewise, Tana, people had Tana tattoos. They saw her at TanaCon. Like it was just like, it was really cool. It was a cool experience. It was really fun. Everyone was super gagged to see you. I did take a nap in between after the meet and greet. I literally went and like slept for an hour, but it was good. I needed that because we were like a half hour late to the show, I think. But I think that's normal. Yeah. I think I had to sleep for a good hour and then I was rested. But man, we made it last. That glam lasted. There was a ton of people. I had to just sleep. Did you go home? Did you just go to the hotel and sleep after?
After the whole show? Yeah. No. I certainly did not go out. I went up to my room. I ordered a pizza, and then I called it a day.
From the room service or from somewhere else?
Room service, yeah. I was so tired. Also because I woke up like 3:30 that day, and it was like 10-ish by the time we finished. I was so ready to do nothing.
Yeah. Probably by the time we got back to the room, it was like 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
I was going to have Jimmy and Dallas come up to my room to watch Drag Race, but they had to go back and take care of the dogs because they had to drive up specifically because they had to bring their dogs with them, and then they didn't want to leave the dogs alone for too long.
Yeah, and they couldn't be in our hotel because of the dogs, or I think the dogs could have been, but they were one of them at an Airbnb or something. Yeah. Then they had their whole car situation, so I was like, oh my God, how's your back? And the rental car, they were like so sweet to come up. Like Jimmy and Dallas came up, and I was like super cool to see them. Yeah, it was cool. Like so many people came out to support. Lydia, my agent, was there. So many of Tana's people were there. It was cool. Amari's mom brought me a peanut butter fudge pie. How'd she get that in? I guess she came backstage. I was like, I got this pie for you, and it was still cold, and it was like this fudge peanut butter pie. Shout out Deborah. It was so nice. Like, actually, the first time meeting her, I guess she just heard about me talk about on that Love Line that I wanted this peanut butter pie. It would have been your worst nightmare. It was just wafting peanut butter up my nostrils, and I loved it so much. It was like eating peanut butter from a jar, basically, and it was so good. And then I was eating it. I was like, oh, well, this nostrils would be like, oh, hating this right now, but it was so good. It gave me so much life after that. Yeah. I had the pie. And then, yeah, Tana she texted me like 4:30 when I was getting up. She was like 4:30. I don't, like, obviously not like partying or anything like that, but she must have stayed up for a minute. Well, she's like a late person. She gets up like noon, and then, so that makes sense. But it took me a while to wind down. I think it was like midnight when I finally went to bed because I loved looking at like TikToks and stuff. I like seeing people, at the show. Some people were going live like they do at the Ariana Grande.
Oh, love that.
I know. There was like a full live, and I was like, oh, I love all this.
I love seeing all the videos of you guys' medley, you and Tana performing your biggest hits. And I will say, like, I forgot how hard Without You from Tana Mojo goes. And me and the FLOPCAST girls and everyone else were standing side stage, and then Tana's performing Without You. I look over to Paige, and she is like bawling. Like she's weeping as if it's like literally hearing Gal Gadot sing Imagine. You know what I mean? Like the most powerful, like the most powerful song you could ever think. And she's like bawling. And I'm like, that is beautiful. Like she loves the song.
Yeah, I guess there is like lore. Like I wasn't aware of this song particularly because I was like, my original pitch was because I was putting together the music with Connor and Jeremy, and I was like, oh, we'll do like, when I think of Tana songs, I think of Hefner and W. I'm at the W. I'm getting W's. And I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. But she goes, I think Without You is bigger, which I didn't know. I guess it was like a big thing on TikTok, but she never made a music video for it. It just kind of blew up on TikTok. She did it with Mod Sun, so it was like a really big song. And I guess, I mean, it is a beautiful song. Like, I actually never even heard it, but it is like so popular. Like, people went so crazy for it. And she's like, that is like the big one. It was just a mishmash because it starts with like Hefner, which is just so explicit and just so like, even Ward, I remember, or I think it was Cedric, because I don't think he remembered it from last year. He was choreographing it. It's like, okay, the first one just being so, it's like, on your, and it's like, it's just crazy. It's a crazy song. And then it goes into I Love You, Jesus. And then it goes into like Without You, which is like very emotional. It's like very beautiful. And then it goes into like Freaky. It was just a whole mishmash of whatever, but it was kind of everything. It was cute. And it was, I guess she never performed it live. She never did a music video because it was, I don't know what the circumstances were, but it was just like she kind of put it out and it like blew up on TikTok, and she never got to really fully promote it or perform it live. So.
Oh, I love that song.
Oh, did you know? I didn't know.
I don't know the lore behind it either,
Oh, okay.
but I've like heard it before.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And yeah, I actually really love it.
It's really fun.
And I think I had it like on my in iTunes or something, because I remember also the album art for that too was like, it was like a little understated tease, and I was like, oh, I love this like era for Tana, because I remember like being there at the time listening to it like when it came out.
I thought you guys were recreating again a song from like One Direction or something.
Oh, the Without You song?
Like it could be,
But I can't.
I didn't know it was
without
hers.
You. Yeah, I actually didn't either. Like when I heard it, I was like, oh, I've heard that song before. I didn't know it was
Oh, you
her
know
either.
what? I thought it was Post Malone.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a
Kinda
Post
gives
Malone
that.
song. That's what I thought when I heard it.
I feel like that makes sense if it's like her and Mod Sun. Like that feels like it'd be inspired by a Post Malone song back in the day, like his Circle song, like all that stuff like that. It was really good. She's really good at performing. She was really nervous about performing, and she's very good at it. I think she doubts herself, and I always tell her that. I'm like, you're really, really good, but I think she doubts her own performance, because I'm like, it was good. It was really good. She's great at everything. She's very good at talking. That is the one I don't feel as confident in, but she's very good at that. It was good. It was a good little duo. I'm glad we did it. There was a lot of stress leading up to it. Not like on us, but just like a lot of moving parts. That was just like a lot, but we did it. And people liked it. That's all that matters. And I love meeting people. I can't wait to do the book tour where I can just go meet people. I love performing, but I think at the end of the day, it's just like people just want to meet each other.
Yeah.
And if there's a show bonus, that's great. I could sing, I guess, at my Giving James Charles, just me with a microphone on the floor.
I got new rules, I got them. James
Do that in
Charles.
front of the thing.
Your little tracksuit.
Just out of nowhere, I'm going to sing for you guys in line.
And this is like YouTube, Dua Lipa New Rules instrumental.
I got no rules, I got no.
Little choreo. Okay.
I was talking about and bring me little
the one I
water,
think about.
Susie. Yeah, that one's a good one too. I mean, he had some hits. There was one more too that's like really awkward. Oh, hey yeah. Oh oh oh. Awful. He's just the worst. But it was good. It was good, and people were very excited to see you. Even like everywhere we went, people were excited. They were like, "Oh my God, Oscar too!" I was trying to. Oh, we put up a Patreon vlog because I was like trying to film it secretly, like everybody who was excited, because I just like the
that's
excitement.
so funny.
Yeah, it was cute. I kept most of it in because people were, and they'd be like, "Oscar," and it'd be like really. So I kind of got us in there. But if you go to patreon.com/justtrish, you got a Trish exclusive vlog. I filmed it, edited it myself, put it up that day. I think it turned out really good. It's like about a 40-minute vlog, and I think we got a lot of good content. You got some behind the scenes. You got some stuff during the show. Naz was filming, so I think it's a quality vlog, and it's not you see it here first. It's not going to be anywhere else. It's going to be only on our Patreon. So go to patreon.com/justtrish. Oscar vlogged on Oscar Gracie Vlogs.
Yes.
It's coming soon.
Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but definitely one of these 2 days.
That's fast.
Yeah.
That's super fast.
Yeah, I love vlogging with other people because like when I edit myself, like it's just me. I make it like very quick. But if I'm having conversations with other people, like it's a lot of Paige and Molly, and they're funny. So I'm like, let me just leave that in. Yeah,
they're so funny, and it's so funny because like Paige vlogs too. And I'm so sorry I have to vlog right now. I'm like, oh, but that's like it's like so fun. It's like nostalgia. I remember back in the day, like everybody would vlog,
yes.
but it was like fun because you never felt like stupid to do it. It's like, okay, my vlog next, and it's just like I don't know, I kind of liked it. It kind of reminded me of like really old school, like even like Shane, you know, Drew would do it, and then Shauna and like all these people, and then like David too. Like obviously everyone in David's group would be vlogging, so it was giving the best parts of old school YouTube.
And Tana, supportive queen, she was like, I heard you got a house. I'm like, yes, baby, that's why I got to be vlogging. I'm like, and I got a Siki guy, so you got to give me a little 1-2, a little something. She's like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna say something crazy. And then she was like, my period just started. I was like, work. Okay, that's my title. Tana Mojo's period. Shut up.
Usually she's pretty good at them. That one I was like, well, maybe you could try it. Do the test.
Yeah, that'll be my A, B, or C option.
That was really funny. Yeah. That's right. No, she's always down, even for our thumbnails and stuff like that. She's always down to like be them and stuff. She's the coolest. They were all very cool. I had a good time with everybody. I was just exhausted after. Yeah, like I loved it, and then I was just tired.
Yeah.
The energy drain, but we were pretty good. Even we got there first at the airport the next morning. I saw someone else from CAA that I hadn't met before, but he came up and he talked to me, and he's like, oh man, I wish I would have seen the show, but I had this. I was like, oh, were you in Vegas? We were like in the Vegas airport. I was like, oh, I was just so tired. Me and Oscar gossiping. That was fun. We haven't really talked like that. I think when you're at an airport and you have nothing else to do, you're just like, well, here's the tea.
I know, because I was saving some nuggets. I was like, I was going to text you some tea, but I'm like, no, this needs to be like early morning, two girls, just water cooler talk.
That was the best. That honestly was the best, because I was so glued to it too, because I was so tired and I was so seated. And then I was so excited because I was going to text him. I was like, no, I'm going to give him the in-person tea too. But then my dad was still here, so I was like, oh man, I couldn't give the tea until later that night. And then it was like, you just love a little tea train, I guess, telephone.
Yes,
I don't know what it is. Yeah, where you're just like, ooh, tell us, yeah.
Gossip train.
Yes.
That is
non-toxic gossip train. Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, why is it toxic? Why did you call it a toxic gossip train?
Because it was about her, I think. That's why it was toxic. Yeah.
Well, girl, you're the toxic. The gossip train was just reporting, you know what I mean? Like, don't blame the gossip train. Yeah, and then we just came home at the Bolognese and came home, and then... That was it.
My favorite part was when I went to the shops and you were resting, and I went to report live at the Chanel store.
Oh yeah.
And there was no service in the Chanel store, so I was like going to see if they had that bag that Michaela Nagera got, which I found out is a leopard, not a Dalmatian. I think that's where the little confusion.
No.
It's leopard pony hair Chanel bag is the one that Michaela has, because they do have a Dalmatian pony hair.
Oh, the picture you sent me was Dalmatian?
Yeah.
Wait, so did they have the leopard one?
No. Oh. Yeah, so I went in and they said they did have a Dalmatian, and I was like, oh, work. And then I took a photo of it, then I went and reported to you. Oh, no, even before that, actually, I was like, they might have a Dalmatian bag. Like, would you want it? And then you were like, ooh, like, maybe I can call and place an order and you can bring it up
Yeah.
here. And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of fun. So when I go in, I was like, hello, I'm shopping for my boss. And I think they thought it was scamming. And they're like, where's your boss? And I was like, she's upstairs at the Cosmopolitan.
The Boulevard Villas. Villa 8. Look at the billboard outside.
Yeah, I'm looking for the Dalmatian bag, and then they pull her out. I'm like, let me take a photo and send it to her and see what she thinks. And then I walk out, and then I come back in. I was like, you had said no. Like, I was looking for this one, the one that Michaela had. It's like, period, let me go back and report. I was like, actually, Nina, it's this one. Do you have it? And she's like, no, we don't. I was like, oh, period. Then you can take that Dalmatian off hold. We're not going to take it. I felt very powerful.
You should have done a day in the life.
She hated it. Do you have?
No, and I hate that so much. Like, you're like, they have one left. I'm like, I will take it, whatever it is. Because no matter what style it was, I would have taken it 100%. You should have done like a TikTok, like the Mormon Wives Assistants, when they're like,
You're so right.
Like for Jessi, I have a drop off or whatever. You know what I mean? That's like actually so funny. Because I think I even said, like, you can vlog it. Like, I felt so bad because I would never ask, but you were like already there. And I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, it was going to take.
Fun. It's like being a ghost shopper. So it's fun for me. I'm
okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay, because it would have been so bouge. Well, and for full clarity, it was actually for Tana. She's been looking for that little bag, and it's her birthday coming up, and luckily Amara gave me some other tips of stuff she wants, but she's like actually so hard to shop for too, and she like went so full out for my birthday, so I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I got it. It's like just outdoing each other for the birthdays, because like I need to go full out for her. She mentioned this bag a couple times before we even talked about it, so I was like, my mission was to find this bag. And then I even asked her stylist Justine, who had sourced one for her, but it was like I think originally that bag is like, I don't know, maybe like 5 to 6K, but the markup people are asking for now, like the style, not the stylist, but she would like find people that have it. They're reselling for like 14,000. Oh, originally Tana was like, it was like 8K or something, the resale. So I'm like, you know what? Like she got me a ton of stuff. And I was just like, you know what? Like our show, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm like, let me just do this because she's like everything for my birthday and she really wants this bag. And I never hear her talk about a bag. I was like, okay, maybe 8K. Okay, let me see. I could splurge. And then it just seems like it was already sold. She's like, let me see if I can source another one. She goes, now they're quoting 14 to 15K.
Wow.
I was like, you can get a Birkin for that. I know. I was like, honestly, like,
It's because you guys keep talking about it, probably.
Maybe that's it. They're like, they really want this bag, and I almost did too. I was like, but then Amara gave me another couple things that she liked, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just get a couple things that I know she like wants to. But I really didn't want the bag. Unfortunately, it was not meant to be. And even Tana said, and Justina said that too. Even she was like, even for the 8K, she's like, that's just like a crazy markup for a Chanel. At the end of the day, it is kind of would have been cute, but not meant to be this time. But when you said there was one in the back, that's why I thought, oh my god, like
I know T.
And
I was
Vegas
like,
would have
wow,
it.
yeah.
Like Vegas has all those rare things. So I was like, oh, we found it. Like we're getting it. And I was gonna be so excited to give it to her like that day because I probably won't see her now until after her birthday. So I was like really excited about it. And it would have been such a team effort. It would have been such a group effort. It would have been so cute, but that's okay. It wasn't meant to be. And then the one you showed me, I was like, no, that looked like a Dalmatian. I was like, oh, I don't want to carry around that Dalmatian. You know what I mean? Is that real Dalmatian? Because remember
we've been over this. I don't think it's
remember we looked up the other one, and that was like pony with it like painted. But that one you sent me looked like Dalmatian. That one was not cute.
I think it's lamb. I think lamb that's painted Dalmatian. I have no idea. I don't know how any of these things work.
Okay,
but,
that was not a cute one. That one was not cute. I was like, oh no.
I was researching live and in the moment.
Were you by yourself or were you with Paige and Molly?
I was by myself because I was waiting for them. They were getting custom Las Vegas, not custom, screen printed Las Vegas shirts at a little t-shirt booth.
I like those. Those
and
are cute.
we were supposed to meet up. I was going to meet up with them there. And then I was like, oh, like, let me just go again for the pilgrimage of seeing where Michaela Nogueira blacked out. I thought that was so camp to me.
Was it the crystals? Did you end up getting to the crystals?
Yes. Yeah.
Those are beautiful. Those shops are beautiful. And there wasn't food there, right? Because I was like, I don't think there's food. Okay,
just
yeah.
like bougie, expensive stores.
That's the one where the infamous Jeffree Star, Louis Vuitton situation with all that stuff happened. We went through the crystals. Yeah.
I had no idea it was such a historic site.
Oh,
okay.
I remember going around with Jeffree and like him just going into like Rolex and being like, how much is this? And like, 350,000. He's like, I'll take it. And I remember just like being so gay. Especially at that time, I was literally living like, when I say paycheck to paycheck, I had a big paycheck, but I was living paycheck to paycheck where even if I was making...
that you were spending your entire paycheck.
Yeah. yeah. So I was spending the entire paycheck. Granted, I should have been saving all that. Obviously, we know how that all went down. But I remember going on that trip because it was February 14th. It was like the middle of the month. And by the middle of the month, I was really struggling. Okay, when I get paid, because it was like YouTube paid on the 22nd. So think about the 14th. That's like almost the end of the month until I got paid. So I had like one more week till I got paid. So I'm really stretching I'm not kidding. I was stretching my last like $100. So I'm like not trying to go to dinner. Even the Mariah Carey, I was like, I don't want to go. I was like, no, we got tickets. And that was whatever. I was like, okay, fine. Like I was happy to just sit my butt down, you know what I mean? And he had a private jet, all that stuff like that. So I was like trying not to spend. But I remember walking around everywhere, just like the Louis Vuitton and all that stuff like that. So yeah, truly like all those things, whatever. Like we were like buying all of them or whatever. He was buying all of them. And then I remember the watch being like 250,000 and he's like, I'll take it. I was like, I still can't imagine spending that much, but damn, people they really do have the money and good for them. Not even like judging, knocking it or anything like that. I couldn't imagine. Even now, 8,000 for a bag. Oof, okay. But it's someone special. It's their birthday. I was like, all right, we're doing a show together. Like that makes sense. But 250,000.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Oh my God. I guess I spent 50,000 on a Rainbow Birkin, but to me that's like, oh my God, like what were you doing, girl? Like you should never have that much money. And the universe agreed. The universe was like, we're gonna take everything from you for a while because you don't know how to spend. You don't know how to save, really. That's what it is. You don't know what to do with this money. And I was like, you're right. So yeah. So yeah, a lot happened in those Crystals Mall. I want to say Shane and Rylan got their Gucci at that Crystals Mall. I think there was a lot of lore there.
Crazy.
Internet lore.
I felt it. As soon as I walked in there, I'm like, there's some chaotic things that have happened here for sure.
We'll just think about the people that shop there. And again, nothing, but it is so expensive. It's all just like designer stores too. It's like affordable stores like Hermes and Van Cleef, and it's it's a wild place. It is I always feel uncomfortable there. I'm always just like, I just didn't mind that.
I know. The one store I went into besides Chanel, I was like, there's an Aloe. Like, maybe there's affordable things there. But then it was like $300 for a tracksuit. I was like, okay. He was like, want to try it on? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I look at the price and I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep looking around. And then I walked right out the door.
Yeah, that's me always. Thank you so much to Ro for sponsoring today's episode of Just Trish. Have you been curious about GLP-1s, but are thinking like, it's too expensive. I can't afford it. We've all heard those astronomical prices for one shot. Well, it doesn't have to be as expensive as you think. In fact, Ro is giving you affordable option plans, whether you're paying through insurance or cash pay options. They're finding the most affordable plan for you. And let me tell you, they have got some great deals on there. It's not as expensive as you think. They're making it more affordable for everyone to access GLP-1s. GLP-1s have become known for their great results, but they're also being known for their sky-high price tags. That reputation alone can make treatment feel out of reach. And Ro is changing that by helping eligible patients access FDA-approved GLP-1 options at the lowest cost available to them, whether through insurance or lowest cost cash pay options. Getting started on a GLP-1 can feel unnecessarily complicated. Insurance questions, pricing uncertainty, and no clear starting point. Ro simplifies all of it by helping patients understand their options upfront and to find the lowest cost way to access FDA-approved GLP-1 treatment, whether covered or paying cash. I have definitely heard about the high cost of GLP-1s. I'm like, who can afford to keep up with that? Yeah, it may work great in the beginning, but what if this medicine I need for a long time? How will I keep up with that? So I love the idea that Ro is helping you find affordable options so you can maintain a lifestyle in the best way possible. And Ro wants to help people lose weight. That's why they have the lowest cost options out there, whether you're paying with insurance or cash. Ro's free insurance checker makes it easy to see if you're covered. Just submit your insurance card and Ro handles the rest. No paperwork, no waiting on hold, no confusing phone calls, and more. Ro's free insurance checker will send you a comprehensive report of your coverage details so you can make a decision that's right for you and your goals. And if insurance doesn't cover treatment, there are still options. Ro offers lower cost, cash pay, FDA-approved GLP-1s, including newer dosage forms like daily pills and multi-dose pens. Ro offers a multi-month membership option in addition to multi-month medications that help members prepay and save on their GLP-1 medications. Just another way Ro is working to increase access to this life-changing medication. These cash pay options ship right to your door and no pharmacy visit required. If you decide to move forward, Ro can help you understand if GLP-1s are right for you and your goals, but that's just the beginning. When you become a Ro member, you'll have support throughout the process. You'll have access to your provider on demand for any questions. So join the over 3 million people who've trusted Ro on their weight loss journey. Go to ro.co/Trish to see if you qualify. That's ro.co/Trish to get started on Ro. For side effects of GLP-1 medications, including box warning, go to ro.co/safety. Thank you so much to Ro for sponsoring today's episode of Just Trish. That is me always, because you know what I used to do as I used to go in when I started like making money, I used to go in and felt like I had to buy something just to prove. I'm like, well, I have money to be here, so I just like buy the ugliest stuff, you know what I mean? And I think that's what happened in that Vegas. Now that I remember, I think that's where like the Balenciaga shoes and the trash came from. I think I just didn't want to feel like so stupid, whatever, who cares? But I was like, I didn't want to feel like poor because everyone was buying stuff. So I was like, let me show. So I think I actually had $1,000 at the beginning of the trip, and I spent $800 on Balenciaga sandals, and then it went down to $100. I think that's where it went. Because then I had to get home by myself the next day, and I remember I had to like find the cheapest flight possible, which was like 6 a.m. on Southwest or something like that. But that's what it was. And then I went to go look for the sandals, and the sandals were like in the trash or not in the trash. I don't know what happened. And then I was like, damn, I have no money now or something like that. But moral of the story is you don't need to spend money to be impressive. I just saw Maureen from Tarte Cosmetics talk about that. How she's like, you're rich when you're living like a happy life. And she goes, could I afford a new car? Yes. But like, I don't know. She's like going into something about how it's like she just likes to be comfortable rather than getting the new car or getting this because that doesn't really equate to like success or happiness. She goes, or being successful was like living a happy life or a comfortable life. And I was like, that's where it's at. And comfortable means not buying the new. I always wanted to buy a new car. I'm ready to downgrade this car. I'm just like, honestly, it's like I lease it, even $1,000 a month. I'm like, ugh, I could lease a car for $300 a month. It really is just being comfortable and not having to stress about money. Then it's like, okay. That's what rich is to me, is like when you're just like that. Because honestly, I was making so much more back in the day, but I was $0 at the end of each month. I was like, oh my God, that was so stupid. Anyways, people probably know this. I'm just saying this for the dummies like me who don't realize this. Just because you make a certain amount doesn't mean you have to spend a certain amount each month. Which is like, but it should
economic advice. Some people Michaela and Garrett need to hear that. Yeah.
And that is true because I know she's making a lot, and like anyone really, it's like you can be making so much, but it also can change so quickly. And yeah, it just or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who. I'm sure I'm not. Mike Tyson, I feel like lost all his money. Michael Jackson, I think
feel like it definitely happens a lot. Yeah.
Because you just spend
Spencer and Heidi, they spent a lot. Yeah.
I just had that clip of Michael Jackson going around all those expensive vases. Like, I'm taking this. I'll take this one. I'll take this one. And they were all like literally like 50,000 a vase. And everyone's just like, yeah, I guess at a certain point, just his house, I think that Neverland Ranch was like something like, I don't know, $500,000 to run a month or something. And I'm like, I get you make a lot of money, but
Probably. It's like running a zoo.
Literally.
in the amusement park of it all. I think towards the end, I think the last 5 years of life, it was abandoned or something. But anyways, sounds like common knowledge, but not common to everybody. And yeah.
Did you see the designer, like the Louis Vuitton brand gift drama on TikTok?
Again, I thought there was one before.
It was like last week, I think.
Oh no.
Oh, it was God, I'm forgetting the brand. I'll have Jimmy put it in because I can't check right now. But
no, is the
Jimmy
Wi-Fi still out? No, it's supposed to come back soon.
I'll have Jimmy put the brand name in. But basically, influencer. She's like a smaller influencer. Like she still has like a day job and everything. But she has like a semi decent, like maybe like 50 to 100K on TikTok. But she got invited to be a part of this like brand dinner.
Oh, you sent this to me. Yes, I did see this.
I was like, this is kind of crazy. But she got invited to be a part of this brand dinner. This brand gave everyone like a little Louis Vuitton gift as a thank you for, supporting the brand. And they had all the influencers close their eyes, and they went around and put like a gift in front of everybody. And this one girl was the only one out of like the whole dinner table to not have like a little bag. So they're like, okay, open your eyes. And then she's like looking around, like she's like, oh, amazing. And then she's like looking around like to see like where hers is.
Oh no.
And she was the one person who didn't get one.
Just one? I thought there was a couple people that didn't.
I think there was maybe 2 or 3 in total.
Okay.
And then there has been a whole bunch of other stuff that came out because of course it went viral, and everyone was trying to get to the bottom of like who the brand was, why she didn't get it. Turns out she was technically like a +1 of like another influencer, and there was like maybe like 3 +1s in total for the whole dinner. But even with that, like they were still supposed to get the gift, like it was like a Louis Vuitton like luggage tag or something.
Okay.
And
which those usually are monogrammed as a luggage tag, so maybe they only did it with the influencers that were like RSVP'd. Maybe. Because they are really strict, even with stuff that I've gone to, like the Wicked screening. My friend Ari is always like, if we ask to bring a +1, sometimes they say no. You know what I mean? Yeah. For that reason, because like they give you like personalized things. But I don't know this like lore, but maybe that's
people
why.
Started investigating and trying to get to the bottom of like who the brand was and everything. But then the brand started issuing like statements to everybody. So like one story was like that they had 3 employees that were handing out the gifts, and they misplaced 3 of the presents that they were supposed to give. Like, oh, sorry, like we had them, but we just like put them aside, and then we couldn't find them, and we found them, and we're gonna mail them to you. And then and then everyone's like, okay, so it was 3 employees that were working, and 3 gifts went missing. So like, did they just take them? Yeah. And then and there was like a whole bunch of discrepancies. They kept sending the statement out, but like the timeline kept being like a little bit different. So I was like, okay, which one is the truth? So there was like a whole bunch of controversy around it.
Was it a big brand or no? Like
it was smaller. Okay. It was one I hadn't heard of before.
Okay.
And to the original TikToker's credit, like she was like, I'm not gonna say the brand because I was just very happy to get to even like be invited to the dinner. I just thought it was like a humiliation ritual. Like she was basically just saying like it's just embarrassing for me, not trying to like shame the brand.
Yeah, well, because she did say
she
made a good point where she's like, everyone's like filming, so you just, in case you're in the background of someone's thing, you don't want to be like, you know what I mean? You're just like, oh yay, like everyone's getting their Louis Vuitton. Like, yeah, I get it. That is like, and that is like embarrassing no matter what. So like it is kind of on them. I guess if someone stole it, that's a whole other thing. Like if the people passing out stole it, but it is kind of coincident if the +1s are the only ones that didn't get them. I think it's like, to me, it sounds like maybe they just didn't count and they were trying to make an excuse or something. Like, oh no, they were there.
When she first presented the TikTok, she didn't say she was +1. I think.
Yeah.
It sounded like, because she was more in the sense of like, you'll be humbled pretty fast. Mm-hmm. Like she used more like the word humbled, like by what happened.
Yeah, I mean.
But if they have you close your eyes.
Yeah.
Something should be there when you open them.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, you shouldn't be in that table at that moment.
At least give her a heads up. Be like, hey, just so you know, like, we didn't have anything ready for, like, a +1, but, like, we'll send you something later.
Or
like,
just do it at a separate time, like, as they're leaving. I don't know. That's weird.
There has to be a little decorum, I think. Like, if you're gonna do that. Wild.
Have you done a brand dinner yet? Like, a brand
dinner?
I feel like... No. You get invited to things like those complex. Was it complex?
Yeah, I've been invited to like activations, like or events or whatever. It's really weird. Again, my email, for some reason in ET, like for Entertainment Tonight, they put my Gmail for some reason in like the publicist like database. So I get so many like that's why I'm so behind on my emails, because I get every little like random press release comes to my Gmail instead of my like my CBS Paramount email or whatever. So I don't know what's to me for like being just Trish or me being like ET. They send to every media person. So I don't know which is which, but I do get invited.
Okay, so you just haven't gone to one. Maybe you've gotten invited and just haven't.
I haven't gone to anything in a while, but definitely not a brand dinner. Not like a.
I don't know if I have either. Like, I don't know if I've been to like a brand dinner. I don't even know if I got invited, but
no.
But I see like Alexis Oakley going all the time to brand dinners, and I'm like, oh my god, how did she get invited to all these brand dinners?
I don't know if I'd really be down for a brand dinner.
Wait, I feel like that'd be your cup of tea.
I would like a little active, like if someone's performing, like at an activation.
Really?
Yeah,
but
if it's like, you know, if it's Tarts taking you to the Eternal Sunshine Tour, like that's fierce.
Ooh, are they doing that? I got text Maureen.
I think REM Beauty has like
Alexis went with them. She was there last night with them, and Miss Remy Ashton was with them.
Oh my god, of
everybody,
course,
and they got +1 because Cal was with Remy.
Jesus Christ,
they were all there, at the box. I was like, damn, that looks pretty fun, actually.
Or who did a box at yours? At your
Juicy Couture with Bran Flakes. That was so fun. That was crazy. I was like, okay, and they were all up there in their pink juicy tracksuits. I was like, okay, and they all get gifts. That's what I think the cool thing about like dinners would be is like once you have been gagged to get a Louis Vuitton little luggage tag.
I get gagged for anything free, so yes I would have been gagged, but like...
no, me too. Because as someone who buys Louis Vuitton, like, it's not that gaggy. But if someone's like gifting it to me, I'm gonna be like, whoa, like that's so nice.
Anytime I get something free, I'm like, whoa, this is the best. Yes. I got, like, someone sent me like glasses cleaner in the mail, and I was like, this is, and I'd be using it. I'm like, this is the best gift ever. Like, thank you so much. But,
no, I feel the same way. I feel like when it's a gifted or anything, it's like really cool. But did you see the one I sent you, or did you send it to me? No, I sent it to you. I think the Joey and Griselda and Nikita Dragon getting scammed.
I was watching it this morning.
Yes, they got scammed by the W hotels in Osaka.
Yes, this was a whole... I love just like influencers coming clean about their own little hijinks, I guess. It's so funny.
It is so funny. I guess it's good because I guess it's like a good like awareness to other people.
What happened?
What
happened? Because I saw it Common Mind, but I didn't watch it.
Oh. You skipped Joey and Nikita Osaka W Hotels scam?
Something was happening.
I stayed for the whole thing, actually. I was like, let me listen to this story. They're pretty good story time tellers. They're good. They should start podcasts together. They're pretty good.
Wait, you're so right.
Like, they have good chemistry together. And I feel like Nikita is like made it out the other side, so I feel like she has some wisdom. And Joey's Joey. He's been around forever. He is the dinosaur, as she said. She's vintage.
I'm telling you, Joey bounces off really well off someone who was like a little shady and a little like...
Because he's shady.
Yeah. And he kind of hide behind the other person who's like shady.
That's true.
I let me clock Joey's tea. That's exactly
he
what
was shady because even he was like, and then I emailed it to some other friends. She's like, I thought I was the only friend. He's like, there were others. Yeah. I was like, oh, shady boots.
So basically what happened was Joey got an email from allegedly the W hotel chain in Osaka and was like, we love your content. Like, we want to have you be an ambassador and we're going to invite you for a trip to stay here at the W hotel. Granted, I'm like, weren't you just in Japan like 2 weeks ago?
For his birthday,
I'm like, but work, okay.
He loves Japan.
He loves Japan. And he's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then he told Nikita was going to also go with him to be a part of this like influencer
we could apply. So he was basically like, they're like, we're only selecting 40 influencers and you can apply. The weird thing to me was Joey's like, oh, he got that sent to him and he's like, oh, I'm going to send this to Nikita. And I was like, well, she didn't get, okay, fine, I guess. But then he's like, then I sent it to other influencer friends. I'm like, I don't think you can just send the link to other people.
I know, as if you're in charge of the influencer marketing.
He's like, oh, fill this out. Because he's like, I showed my other friends too. I'm like, fill this out. Me and Nikita got accepted. And I was like, I don't know if that's really how that works, but okay. Like if I get invited and then I'm like
a super spreader.
Yeah. Right. I'd be like, maybe that's why. They were like, actually, no, not you. But yeah, it was like a form, and they showed the form, and it was like, it does look like one where you like, I do it for the podcast all the time, where you fill out your information and what's the podcast and your sizes and all this like that. And they like filled out the form, and they're like, okay, it could take 2 weeks for us to get. It was an all expense paid trip, I guess, to Osaka, and then they like they got approved within like 24 hours, both of them, and they were like both so gagged, and they're like, oh my God, we're going to Osaka. But then what they were like, they were asking for upgrades. So like if you want to lie flat bed, it was going to be like $250, which they were kind of like, I think they thought that was the first red flag because first class to like, I'm assuming it has to be over $10,000 when it's international. So they're like, okay, $250 was for the lie down, and if you wanted to get like a driver, it was $75. And then they asked for their bank information and stuff. So I guess that's when they knew it was the scam.
Yeah. And
so they did not put their information in.
No, and also like the website where you had to submit the form, like it did. Joey showed it on his phone, like it looked real. Like it showed photos of all the rooms that you could choose from and everything.
Right.
Yeah. So to his credit, it did look very real.
Yeah.
You know, he's got that dyslexia, so sometimes I'm like, "Are you reading the email correctly, honey?" But
That's
he really
true.
was. He was. It looked like a real application, so it is confusing. It's crazy that someone went through so much effort. And basically, how they ended up finding out that it was a scam was Nikita had seen another influencer talk about this W Hotel Osaka thing. This other influencer on TikTok called the W Hotel in Osaka. Was like, hey, like I just want to make sure that you guys are running this like promotion with like influencers, and they were like, no, that's not us. So then that's how Nikita found out it was a scam.
That's a good way to do it, because sometimes those emails do look so
really real. Yeah,
the Bank of America ones, I always had to tell my mom, like, do not click on passwords in there, because they can look so real, because it's like little things. And I think like Bank of America, I don't know, there's like, it's a different thing anyways, because they can look super real, and sometimes there's, like you said, it's like an L like instead of an I, like they just are really shady with those kind of things that can look so real. But it's a good idea, obviously, check at the if it's at something, and then 2, I guess, just call if you can and see if they do it, because
there's a lot of new, like, aspiring influencers now, and they probably are the people that fall into those scams. And because have you seen POKIMANE TikTok about the scam? She was scammed too. So with her, it was even more complex. There was an actual person.
Yeah.
So somebody, I think it was named Stacy or something. Anyway, somebody contacted her team, supposedly from, like inviting her to some conference or something. And same thing, like everything is covered and all that. But there were some little details that were fishy to her. Like she wanted to bring +1. They're like, no, you can't bring anyone. She wanted to make changes. No, you can't do that. Anyway, I'll cut to the chase. There was a person that was pretending to be the people that are inviting her. And to them, that person was pretending to be Pokimane's manager.
Like a middle person?
Yeah. So the middle person was between the two, and were promising to them, Pokimane was promising her certain things, but she was going to be the +1. She was going to get all the benefits. She was going to get everything paid for.
Oh my God.
So at some point, things didn't line up, and Pokimane and her team got on the phone with the other side, with this person on the call.
Yeah, why was the person on the call? Because I'd be like,
they probably thought you could just keep running the scam.
I see, you kind of just dodge.
Yeah, just kind of try to pretend, because everyone thinks you should be there.
Right,
you think that she's representing them. They think she's representing Pokimane.
That's so funny.
And then on the call at some point, they kind of called her out, and she just kind of hung up.
Left the call.
But I'm saying, like, you can be the biggest creator and get into those kind of type of scams. So just be careful out there. And make sure to call the actual company, like the W Hotel or...
Yeah, that's crazy, the Pokimane one, because she said her whole team was, like, involved in, like, talking. It was something, because it was, like, 5-star everything. Like, it was something so weird. Oh, yeah, the +1 was, like, so weird. And then, when she got on the team with the brand, like, no, you could have. So, like, that lady was just going to, like, show up.
She wanted to come back right after, and they were, like, forcing her to stay another day or so, because this person was trying to shop her around,
Yeah, she's like, why was this person forcing me to stay another day? Because she had to get home right away.
To make more content and shop around.
And they were like, no, you have to stay, like, for a full day. She's like, what was she going to do that I was going to be there with this, like, full day by myself? And none of the other creators, obviously, she said, all these other creators are going to be there, and none of them were, like, going to be there. It was, like, this really weird thing. Yeah, it was very, very odd. I know, there is a lot of scams out there. I mean, it's just...
Because there's a lot of influencers and inspiring influencers. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You want to get there. You're like, oh my God, somebody finally contacted me. I'm probably getting a brand deal or invited to something. But then you find out.
Yeah, I guess the one with the Joey was pretty easy. I guess if someone's like asking you to pay for something, if it's a brand trip, like they probably won't ask you to pay. I don't think ever. Like they probably, so if that's probably like the first thing. Because I think the other thing was Joey and Nikita said that they were promised $1,000 in cash or something for the trip. And that's why they needed to give the bank details. I don't think that like really how it works. It is scary out there, but something's like too good to be true. It usually is, unless you have like, but again, Pokimane had her whole team and still was almost got scammed. But I guess that red flag was like you couldn't bring a +1, which if you're traveling, anytime I travel anywhere, they always usually pay, like Chili's, anything will pay for like a +1 for me. So I think if they don't let you bring someone, and if they're adamant about it, it's kind of like, that's kind of like a red flag. Although I guess like the LV luggage situation, I guess that maybe they didn't want to bring a +1 because of costume. I don't know. It's hard out there for the influencers, but Gosh, there's a lot of scams. There was like another one too that I saw on Twitter that was like a scammy thing. And like, no, this is a scam. I can't think of what it was. Be careful out there. The Joey one was crazy. It was wild. But the In-N-Out looked good when they were eating it. He was eating In-N-Out. Oh, he had a lettuce one.
He beat me to it.
The lettuce burger is crazy. I tried to, and I'm like, I just give me that without the lettuce. Give me just the onion and the cheese. Like, what's the point of the lettuce? It's like
The
cold
protein
and
style.
yeah, but just get it without the lettuce because lettuce is it's like water. It's like, what am I even
Well,
eating?
I think the point is just no bread.
So just eat it with just how I do, the grilled onion, cheese,
But it's
and
hard
patties.
to hold it.
Whatever. That's better than eating like a little rabbit in this like cold iceberg. I'm just like, I want to get to the hot meat and I have to get to this like ice cube first. It's so
Ironically,
weird.
the TikTok I keep seeing of you pop up in different iterations is your ASMR eating a whole head of lettuce. And even Darian got that too. He's like, when did Trisha eat a whole head of lettuce? And I was like, you're asking
I
the
saw
wrong
it
girl.
yesterday.
I wonder if I ate the whole thing. Did I know you then? Is that when I knew you?
No,
that
I
was
didn't
in the
think
Dolorosa
so.
house.
Yeah,
I
but
think that was 2020.
Right, but I think you probably done it right before we met.
Oh yeah, I wonder if I ate the whole thing. I forgot about that one. That was like the beginning of my, or was it on this channel? Was it on the Just Trish channel? I was doing an ASMR channel, but maybe that one was on this one because this one started as an ASMR. And then
I think so.
Yeah, when I was in the pink what was the one? Just Trish podcast over there.
I think it was on this channel, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Be careful out there. I would love free ship to Japan though. I probably would have been filling that out too. But anytime someone asks me for bank information, anything, I like never over the phone. I know this is like now we're just doing a scam PSA, but if anyone like calls you and I was like, hey, your bill's not paid or something. Oh, that's what it was. It was a DoorDash. I saw a DoorDash scam. I saw it on TikTok. This woman said she ordered from DoorDash and then got a call from DoorDash like 5 minutes after she placed the order. And they said, we're about to like cancel your order because, the card system's not working. Can we just like get your card over the phone? And she's like, no, I'm just going to cancel my order. And then she calls the restaurant. She goes, hey, I heard my order's about to be canceled. Like, no, it's almost done. Like, we're working on it now. But then people in the comments were like, well, how did they know you just ordered from DoorDash? Like, isn't that the craziest thing? Because it popped up as DoorDash, too, on her little caller ID when they called.
How weird.
Yeah, so I've been almost scammed that, too, when they're like, hey, we're from, Wells Fargo, whatever, Chase, whatever. And it sounds like legit. And they're like, you just have to read us the card number. And you're just like, yeah, I mean, that's usually what I know. But, just call back the number. If they're like, hey, we're with Spectrum or something, just call them back and be like, hey, did you just call them? Scams galore. Why do people do it? Thank you so much to Shopify for sponsoring today's episode of Just Trish. I am a proud user of Shopify, justtrish.com. I've been using Shopify because it is the most simple way to get my product out there. It's kind of like having a built-in business partner. I was doing it completely from scratch, completely alone. I was like, okay, I have this product. How do I sell it? How do I make it easy for people to get? How can I get help? How can I get assistance? Emailing people, calculating shipping costs, taxes, all the logistical stuff. Okay, I just want to make merch and I want to get it out to you people. But how do I make it seamlessly for both of us? How do I make it effortless that we can communicate with each other? Well, that's what I love about Shopify. They are a built-in brand partner that takes care of all the business stuff so I can just focus on all the stuff I love and you can just focus on getting all the goods. And that's why I love Shopify. And if you've been thinking about using Shopify, I highly recommend them because they can take the guesswork out of so many things and help you really elevate your business and make it successful. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. Get started with your own design studio. With hundreds of ready-to-use templates, Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store that matches your brand style. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. Best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. And trust me, those help so much when it comes to your business. And what if people haven't heard about your brand? Well, Shopify helps you find your customers with easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. And what if you get stuck? Well, Shopify is always around to share advice with their award-winning 24/7 customer support. So start your business today with the industry's best business partner, Shopify, and start hearing today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/Trish. Go to shopify.com/TRISH. That's shopify.com/Trish. Thank you so much to Shopify for sponsoring today's episode of Just Trish.
Speaking of scams, did you see Ned Fulmer stand-up?
That was the big one, babe. That was the grand finale. That's what we've been texting each other about.
Oh, really?
Oh, he texted me and then I texted him. Ned Fulmer posting his own stand-up. I was like, posting his own stand-up and didn't even add a little laugh track in there and just kept it silent. I was like, no, that was my 13 reason. That was like literally like what? It has to be rage bait. Like it felt like rage bait.
I know, because it's so crazy, and I feel like he knows. Ned Fulmer has to know he's annoying, and he has to know he gets on everybody's nerves. Like, unless he's so delusional.
Delusional.
No, I think he's rage baiting.
I think he still thinks he's a victim. Even from analyzing his little stand-up bit, he was putting himself as like the victim of the situation.
Everybody, I'm Ned Fulmer. If you know me, I'm sorry, and if you don't know me, don't Google me. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but I was social media famous at BuzzFeed for trying new things, and then I cheated on my wife.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But also making it like that's his brand now. He's like, I'm the guy who cheated on his wife. Like, his whole thing is that. I was like, wait, what is happening? But, like, he didn't, maybe you're right, because he didn't enhance the audio at all. Like, you know, because it was just, like, silent after each of his jokes. And I was just like, and it was his post. It was from the Ned Fulmer account. And I was like, but I also think he's just, like, rage baiting just us in particular. Like, I think no one else cares. And I think he knows that I'm just, like, he's one of those, what do they call him? Like incels that like hate women or something like that. Like, I feel like he like hates me for some reason, and he knows how much it gets under my skin. Because you know how they say like, okay, Wizard Liz is teaching me this right now, like how to defeat a narcissist. I've never really had to deal with a narcissist in my life. I don't know, I can't remember, but like she's like, you just ignore them. You just like don't let them control you. And so I was like, Ned Fulmer knows he's controlling me. Like, he knows he's getting to me, and he's like, finally, I've been waiting so long, take down this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think he just like does it. Because we're the only ones that care.
No, I've seen so many TikToks.
No.
Even like Keith Lee has been reposting.
Keith Lee?
Yes, he's been reposting.
The food taster?
Yes, because I would look in the comments of these like TikTokers like making fun of Ned Fulmer, and then all the comments are like, not Keith Lee reposting this. Keith Lee so messy. Like, yes. Yes.
Okay,
So
that's
see,
the biggest then.
I think he's annoying and a nuisance to everyone.
Really?
Yes.
I don't see like I guess Spill Slash covers them. Yeah, I guess me and Spill Slash maybe, but I don't see like any big react Phil DeFranco covering it. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess like what is there to say other than like, damn, he really need to get a job. But
oh my god, this stand up is just awful. Like, everything he's trying is just horrible. He did wrestling. What else did he try?
Everything.
Or attempted.
is definitely the try guy.
Oh my god, he really is trying everything.
at some point, it's like, girl, I think we pack it up.
Maybe
like,
it's the fail guy. Like you need to
fail
do
guy
go,
is actually kind of
That's
fierce.
funny.
like
That's
go with that.
everything.
I'm the fail guy. Like,
don't
he looks
fail
like
yes.
that.
or
Yeah.
something.
The
Like,
And,
fellas,
yeah.
and you should do it as animation form because nobody wants to see you. So
Oh,
it's like,
period.
yeah,
God, he has
based
the
on
most
his,
annoying
like-
face too. I think it's just because like he's so annoying and so awful. And I think you're right. I think he thought he ate some of those jokes. I think he thought like it was just, he could just tell his little smirk, just like wipe it off his face. It's like, why are you smirking about this? Like, and this is so long ago. I guess, like you said, I guess if Keith Lee's reposting, he's getting, that's what trolls, like a troll, I'm not saying narcissist, but a troll, as I know about trolls, they feed off of any attention. And I guess he's getting it.
Yeah. See, I guess maybe I just don't know enough about him because that's where I kind of have trouble with him. Like, Michaela, for example, she definitely like rage baits like with her hauls and stuff. Like, she knows obviously what she's doing, but then you have like some cancel, like a Colleen who like still talks about everything that happened to her and like and has no like self-awareness about it. So I get like I waver both ways. Like, is he self-aware rage bait or is he like delusional narcissist? I think I do lean towards delusional narcissist.
I do too, because I think there are three separate categories of the people you just mentioned, right? Like, in my opinion, not a doctor, not a psychiatrist, but yeah, like Ned is giving delusional narcissist from what I've learned from like Wizard Liz. He's giving that energy. Michaela, I think, is just harmless troll. And then Colleen, we talked about sinister. You know what I mean? I think there is just like little,
point, yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Because she is aware. She's no, you know what I mean? I think she kind of has some, in my opinion, but like, I don't know, whatever.
Don't come to us and make a documentary.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just speculation here.
yeah, all that part. And I think that's where they all differ. And Ned might. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to pick the worst. Why wasn't he up there? I don't think it's hit the TANA'S, the Ned Fulmer, because like anytime I try to like bring it up,
you're so right.
Because he definitely could have been up there for every category.
What was her?
Yeah, but
slots,
people really
scandals.
don't care. Even our audience, we just enjoy talking about it for a minute, but nobody
cracks me
cares
up.
about it.
Oh, I enjoy talking about it because like there's rarely like a common enemy. There's rarely someone that's like always in the wrong, right? Like you're just always in the wrong. You're never getting it right. And I enjoy talking about it. It's not just to be like evil, nasty. No. Like in the case that he does see this, it's like maybe it clicks, right? Like when someone kept telling me like everything you're doing is wrong, wrong move. I was kind of like, okay, maybe. And maybe if he really wants to turn like his life around, like I think he's enjoying, in my opinion, the narcissism of it all is just like enjoying the attention, good or bad, and that's just like the kind of person he is. Because like, how okay, you did something so shameful, and so like you kept saying you hurt your wife and so embarrassing, and you did, but it's like you keep making material out of it. Like that's crazy. That's like literally like putting what's it called, like salt on the wound. You know what I mean? Like that's just like literally like why do you keep doing that? Especially when you have like kids and stuff like that. Like, it's so weird. Because his jokes were. I wish we could just do.
It.
Oh, we just do a reaction to every single joke he did because it was so bad. It was like the jokes he made was like about being on a dating app.
It's about how hard it is to make guy friends in LA. And I was like, you had the best group of guy friends in the world, and you messed it up.
And you
had the best family, and you messed it up. And he's like, and the joke is about that.
That's right. That's what it was. He started with that joke being like it's hard to make guy friends, and he ended it with that too, which he brought it around.
Yeah.
It can be hard to make male friends in LA, especially if you don't do things like play pickleball or have a stable relationship. A lot of my friends in the group chat, they're married and they have kids, so the jokes hit different now, you know? My friends, they're like, oh gosh, I would pay any price just to have an hour to myself. And I say, my friends, a price does exist. For a mere 50% of your net worth in crippling loneliness. You may have
You see what I mean? Like he is presenting himself as a victim of like, I paid the price. I paid 50% and I'm alone now. And I'm like, no, that's what you did.
No, he was so proud of himself at the end when he wrapped it up. And then he was like, now I'm on these like dating sites for polyamory. And I was like, ooh, this is cool. This is kind of fun. Yeah. And like whatever. He's like, until I was like, oh, and then you got to meet my boyfriend. It's like, ooh, I get to meet the boyfriend? Okay, male friends. Yes, this is how we meet them. I'm like, oh my God. Like, he thought he ate bringing it full circle. He's like, hey guys, I'm Ned Fulmer. I was like, this is so cringe. It's so
when
cringe.
you did your little stand-up comedy thing,
I'm gonna just take his bit.
No, when you did the show. Like,
oh well, gosh. I mean, anyone's
I
funnier
wish I
than
had the
Ned
Wi-Fi because
Moses is funnier. Moses, you do it.
I do have your stand-up comedy saved.
Oh my God, we can put it back to back. I love having no Wi-Fi today. Honestly.
That's why literally on the way home I saved a few things.
That's
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh. Just the worst. Ned, it's just awful. I mean, just literally like, I don't know. I mean, he is like the most annoying, but like intentionally, you know what I mean? Like James Charles is annoying, but like he's just a different kind.
And it's like, at what point do you just give it up? What point do you just pivot? Like, I feel like he's been too out of practice. Like, yes, he does have a college degree, but he has no work experience. Because a lot of people have college degrees and can't get a job these days because it's just a hard job environment. But like, you would think, I don't know, maybe like OF or something. Like a lot of disgraced guys. He is white and like could be attractive to some people, especially he could be a little gay for pay. Gays will open their wallet for it. They don't care about your morals. They care about like your schlong or your hole.
Don't give him any ideas.
That's his next attempt.
If he does, then we know he watches. It's just for us. It's just for you, really, that one. He's like,
not for me.
ask or subscribe.
But as for I know my LGBTQIA pluses, and I know there's some G's that would subscribe. Yeah, because there's a lot of like disgraced internet personalities who do OF.
Who are you thinking of?
God, I'm forgetting his name, but it's maybe you'll remember his name. It was the one that drove. He was like driving really fast in the rain or something, and he crashed his car. And his first instinct. Like, it was a complete wreck. It was like a sports car.
Kid.
Yes. Jack Doherty? Yes.
Dorothy.
He's like a punk. He's on kick. He, like, doesn't care about anyone. But he's
young.
And he's on OF.
No way.
You know.
I mean, he's like...
He did kind of disappear from... Like, I've never see or hear about him anymore.
But he's still collecting those checks, for sure.
Oh, my God. Ned does that next. I mean, maybe. I was trying to think, like, okay, if he's actually watching, we're trying to give him real advice. If he wants to stay as a content creator, what is the move? That might be it, I suppose.
I think that's the only option, yeah. Especially he's into, some kinky things. Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
It's his way to explore and get paid for it, I guess. Mm-hmm. All right, Ned. Well...
There you go.
Good
Don't
luck,
say
I
we
guess.
didn't give you
Yeah.
anything, yeah.
You really have tried everything. Again, no pun intended. Like, that is crazy.
Crazy that he's still trying.
Right,
Like-
right. He's like, I'm not actually giving this up. He's like, you may trademark Try Guys, but you can't trademark trying things. You know what I mean? It's like, that's... Is he, like, vlogging all this? Or it's just literally him just trying?
He does like episodic content where he attempts things.
And it's called
And
attempting.
fails.
I forget what I remember like when he did his all like rebrand press release. It was
Right.
like I'm gonna he used every word except for try. It's like I'm going
Yeah.
to explore different things.
Experience
Yes,
or-
experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. That was a lot. That was funny, though. That made me laugh.
You're talking about how hard it is to get jobs. I just want to, this is an educational part of the podcast. They found out that all the companies now, when you send your resume, they all send it to a third party that uses AI to rank your resume and you get a score. And basically, let's say you send your application to different jobs, different companies, but they all send it to the same AI, and that AI categorizes you with the same score. And basically, that's why people can't get a job, even though they try to so many different places. They get the same score, and they get basically. So anyway, it's an issue. So just know that I don't know what the solution is. Maybe writing different resumes for different places, trying to use like you have to try to somehow fix it, because right now there's a big problem, and probably there'll be lawsuits about it too. But some people just cannot find jobs because they're getting the same outcome from all the companies because it's one company running AI on your resume. And
Well, Oscar tailors his resume. We found out when we were applying for the James Charles. His resumes were tailored to who he was applying. Even when you apply, was it
Well, you
apply?
have
I
to.
guess like a while ago, even before just Trish. Like I was like when I wanted to like always work with you, I didn't even realize like you had sent a resume, but he had like a pink resume for like when he did it for me, and it was like tailored. It was like really cool. You always change like the format of your resume depending on who you're applying to.
Well, I also like it is very that because I had to do like a third party. They have like resume writing services, so like I applied. And this one resume writer did because I really want. I was also applying to work for Marvel, and I was like, okay, I need to have this like specific to Marvel because I was like my dream job. This was like 2023 or something.
Wow.
And then he was similar, where it was like, so I gave him my resume, and then he changed the wording and the order and everything because it's like, yeah, it's gonna go into this database, and if you have to have like these certain words, and then that's how you'll get like picked up. Because it like filters out your resume if you don't have like certain words or a certain like order or an appearance in there. Yeah, it's very weird. So it's like, yeah, again, very classist because then it's like, damn, so you have to like pay someone who knows what like this AI is doing and how it operates just to like get you in some, like. I need money, hence why I'm applying to a job, but I have to pay money to get the job. It like makes no sense.
Yeah, that is crazy. Your resumes were always really good.
Thanks.
You should be a resume writer because you're so good at it.
I think I had even the one I sent you. That was what 2021.
Yeah,
that
21.
one was also I made it pink, but someone like it was a resume writing service for that one too.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. It was wild to see. I didn't even know. I was like, wow. I never. You guys should all apply for me. I never look at resumes. People send me a resume. I'm just like, But if I see someone on TikTok or something, I'm like, maybe this person. You know what I mean? That's how I would hire people. Is based on what they're serving in their TikToks.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, are you good at editing? I also like persistency. If someone like emails me enough, I'm kind of like, maybe this person. I keep seeing their email. You know what I mean? It's worked a
Yeah.
couple times.
Very James Charles of you though. Like, please apply. Give me 10 ideas and also a video application.
I wonder if he ever hired someone. Did he ever use the ideas from anybody?
I don't. The Spirit. Maybe someone gave him the Spirit Airlines idea, and then. Can
Is
you
that
imagine?
yeah, crisis PR company.
That would be so crazy. I blocked him again on everything, so I have no idea what he's
Me
doing
too.
out there in the world.
It's been a little peaceful not knowing what he's up to.
I would see it and be, ooh.
It's just too. I'm always suited for James Charles lashings when it's like a public, like, you know, laughing stock. Like, that's kind of fun to me because he does suck. Again, similar to Ned Fulmer, I suppose. But other than that, I don't keep up to date with his doings, and that's helped me a lot mentally, I think.
Same.
Although, you know, who I've been suited for is JoJo Siwa, excuse me.
Oh yeah.
The cruise
The
that was meant to be
JoJo
ours.
Siwa cruise is something fierce.
I know. I actually am jealous of the people on it and her. I want to be in that whole experience of that. I admire JoJo. I always have for this reason. for the business of it all.
It's something fierce. She officially launched and finished her Royal Caribbean JoJo Siwa fan cruise.
Fun.
And it was a 3-day cruise on the Royal Caribbean's Utopia. It took off on
Utopia or Zootopia?
Utopia is the the boat name.
Okay, love it. Where's Utopia in this house? We love that. It's our favorite movie. Come on, get up. You know that I can't be tamed.
Oh, now you love that song. Zoo.
Ooh. Do you know it? Wait, did I hate it?
You didn't know much about it at first.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God, that's like number one in our household right now.
Yeah,
Even
Aquaman loves
Aquaman.
it. He loves Shakira. She's like, come on, come on up. You know, again. Is the one where she's dancing in it? He loves that one.
As the gazelle?
Yes,
Word.
but she's like in her gazelle outfit. It's her with the gazelle ears.
Like the music video.
Is it really her? It looks almost like AI Shakira.
I
think,
have seen
yeah.
it.
I
But-
think, I
but
think
it's supposed
she's
to
a
be
bit
her?
CGI'd a bit.
Yeah, I think they CGI'd it
she's
a bit. I remember when that
looking
came
young.
out. Because I was seated for Zootopia 2 in theaters, and it was something.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
nobody-
that's Malibu's first movie.
I think nobody really knows what she looks like because even at the soccer thing we talked about,
yeah.
she was there,
She performed.
and people were like, "That's not her."
Oh.
And I think she just wore a wig or something, but no, I don't think anyone knows what she looks like.
I saw her
whenever
at her
they see
son's
her, they
soccer
don't believe
game,
it's
and
her.
it looked like her. I was like, that looks like Shakira. People are weird though. That one in particular, the Get On Get Up one, that one is like heavily filtered or
It was
something.
heavily filtered, yeah.
She was looking 12 years old, really. I was like, damn, she looks young. Anyways, yes, we love that in the house. Okay.
Well, the JoJo Siwa cruise departed from Port Canaveral, Florida. It was a 3-night cruise, and onboard activities included meet and greets, question and answer sessions, a concert, a bobo making activity, which sounded fun.
Oh, I was going to say we might need to retire the Bobo.
Oh,
Everyone
no,
is adults.
The girls were gagged for the bobo making
Okay,
activity.
all
Yeah.
right, never mind.
And apparently it was a good value because, shout out Swell, she's a YouTuber who reviews events, and she went to review the JoJo Siwa cruise, and she said it was actually a good price. Like, it was priced fairly because they got to keep all the JoJo diamonds. Sorry, they got to keep all
What's
the
a JoJo
like
diamond?
the little bedazzle, like little JoJo gems that you decorate your boba with.
Ah.
And she said another person who she was making the bow with said, "Oh, that's actually really good value because these are really expensive, and they got to keep all of them, like all the leftover
the crystals.
yeah, the JoJo crystals."
I mean, I don't know. Okay, what's the price of
'cause
the
they're-
ticket? I don't know if they're worth like that. Are
There's
they?
$1,107 for is what the cruise started
Oh,
at, and
that's
it was
not
like
bad.
a package. So like the bobo making activity was included in the package.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's okay. That's pretty good then.
Yeah.
1,000's not bad. I mean, they probably got them in bulk, you know, like Costco style.
Well,
but
yeah.
but I still love it. Love it.
And then there was obviously like add-ons like for bigger rooms or for like merch and stuff.
Oh.
But the reviews are, okay, a full transparency, when I first saw the kickoff concert, I was ready to clown, and then
What was it? It was her performing.
It was not even her performing. It was like her on stage, like greeting everybody, and she was like teasing them as if she was gonna do the Karma's bitch dance, and then she like edged them a bit. She's like, "No, I'm not gonna give it to you just yet." She saved that for the real concert. This is just like, you know, the ribbon cutting.
Got
if
it.
you will.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it looks small, and I was like, are there only like 30 people there?
Oh, I saw that one too, with like
Yes.
the JoJo banners behind her.
Yes.
Yes,
And
I
was
saw
like,
that.
are there
Mhm.
only 30 people on this group? Like, what's going on? But that was just like not even the official kickstart for context.
got it.
Yes, because the cruise did sell out, so it was a big deal.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
and everyone had great reviews. Even Swell, like she goes in very neutral. Like she just gives like a really fair like
Yeah.
assessment. Like that's her thing. She goes to all these like niche conventions and cruises and stuff, and she like does a fair review. And then she was like, everyone's having a lot of fun. There's like no complaints.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's amazing. That's
Yeah,
good. Then.
so-
If you partner with the right person, I think that was like. It's like, not to go back, but like the TanaCon at all. Like if she were to partner with like the right person, it could be like huge. You know what I mean?
Like
I think
a real
that knows what they're doing
yeah.
when they put it on. Like obviously she partnered with like, even when we were talking about doing the Trish cruise, like it was with a huge partner. Which maybe they ended up doing the JoJo cruise. Maybe that's why we didn't get it. I don't know. But like it was a big. It's like they had the itineraries planned and everything was like, it was very much like you just get to be a part of it and just perform or whatever. So I mean that sounds fun. I'm so jealous. That would be amazing.
I know, because it actually did look like a good time. It was kind of a mix. Like it was kids there, but then also like grown adults and some JoJo stans, I'm sure. And my theory is some girls that just like they committed to the bit like fiercely. They're
I
like,
see.
yeah, like this would be kind of camp if we went. And then by the time they got there, like, well, yes, we're gonna be dressed as the eras of JoJo. You know, so
that's
like,
fun.
yeah,
That's fun. I
Yeah, I've
appreciate
seen a lot
that.
of different costumes.
yeah,
people
like that's
dressing up.
fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it went good. I'm glad it wasn't like a fire festival or something.
I know,
You know what I
or
mean?
like the hantavirus, like
Yeah,
no virus,
oh
no
my
outbreaks, no stuck at sea.
Yeah.
You know?
3 days is a good amount of time too.
Yeah, it's a good amount of time. And
Mm-hmm.
JoJo was very involved. Like, she did a lot of appearances. She did their concert. She would come out to, like, the pool and do photo ops with everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah, like, she was very, like, in it, too.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like when it's a vibe like that, where like everyone is there, like the energy gets up, right? Like it's like that's why I'm saying with the Vegas of it all too. It's like when you're there and you know it's for a show, like the energy's up. Like so if someone's coming up to you, you're like loving it. It's like, oh, this is great. This is what I'm here for because that's the environment for it, and that's what's cool about those kind of things. I'm glad it was a hit.
And
I
the
know.
person,
Sold
I
out's
mean, it
crazy.
really depends on the person, and I think she's so nice to her fans. She's a great performer, and she loves being involved.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you want. Like they know I'm on the boat with her right now.
Yeah.
And you get to see her in all those places and do all those
That'd
things.
be fun. You know how like cruise ships have like Beetlejuice on the cruise or something, or they do like shows on the cruise. It would be fun if I could do like a one-woman show performing like, you know, like High School Musical or something like that on the cruise for everybody. Like that'd be so fun. Like I get to play all the parts. Like, what a dream. What a dream that would be. Maybe next year. I don't know. They do take like a year in the planning. I remember when our cruise was supposed to be around this time. I remember it was like 2 years ago and they're like, oh, it's for 2026, which I think is now or something. So they do plan them quite far ahead. I guess because they're expensive.
Maybe
Sounds
2030, you know, kick off the
2030.
new.
How old am I going to be in 2030? I'm going to be old. When is that? How far are we from 2030? What is it?
We're not that far.
Oh
4
my God. I'll be
years,
42
yeah.
years old? Jesus. It's going to be the
No,
senior citizen
26
cruise.
is almost over. 27 is Australia, and then, you know.
3 more years we need to rest in
No, I'm
between.
just saying it needs to
For
be a
the
big
3-day
event.
cruise.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna be a whole fleet, you know, a few ships.
Okay, well, I'm only one person. We got to keep it to one. Maybe for the 40th, that'd be fun. Like, come celebrate my 40th birthday with me on the
Exactly.
cruise. Yeah, that's fun. That's better than 42. I mean, I'm excited to be 42, but that seems like I might not be able to perform as much as 42. Maybe, I don't know. Madonna's performing at Pride at 60. She where she was like straddling. What Pride was that? She was like straddling the banister. It
Oh, yeah.
was like going off the, and those the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
working.
I was going to try to see, and I forgot there's no Wi-Fi.
Isn't that great? That's how I was this morning during Glam. That's why I like left. I was in a Glam at 8:30 and I like left from 8:30 to like 10 because I was like, this is crazy to
I
not,
know.
like just look up stuff. It feels like the Dark Ages, Stone Ages.
We're giving the girl with iPhone face in Euphoria.
Oh, right. Was she Amish? What was her deal?
Amish, thank you. I
It is
keep
giving
going to
Amish to
Mormons.
you.
I know that's not
Homestead.
correct.
Mormons, I think, can have.
Yeah, obviously we see Taylor Frankie Paul, so she can't get off that damn phone.
She's
so
having the electricity.
yes.
I think Jessie and Marciano are full on dating now. They were in Vegas the same time we were.
Oh, yeah, they do
Vanderpump.
red carpets together and everything.
But they're kind of saying like they're not official.
I think if you're going on a red carpet and kissing for the photographers, mama, that's official. Like,
They're
what do you
official.
mean?
The hard
Yeah, like, come on.
So crazy.
Like, you're at the American Music Awards making out on the red carpet. and,
Were
like,
they?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see
Yes,
that.
they did joint interviews together.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think cat's out of the bag, honey. Like,
Oh,
what?
I thought they were just
On
friends.
the, yeah, not just little TikToks. They're out there taking their show on the road.
Good
so.
for her. He's pretty handsome. He's much better than that. Ugh, that guy. He was doing like cameos where he's like, oh no, he was doing that vocal stim one where it's like, you know, where you repeat your famous phrase, like the ones I did, like the
Oh,
Hanwado
yeah.
came, and he was doing the and wear her dress for everybody on Dancing with the Stars. And I was like, no, you killed the meme. No one thinks it's funny anymore. And all the comments were saying that too. That guy is not cute. They're like, what happened there?
No, the only one I think is cute is Connor. I'm trying to think of
Yes.
the dad talk. Yeah, the only dad talk or former dad talker is Connor that I think is cute.
Do you think we're gonna be able to? Is he coming?
I will scream.
I know. I'm
if
so
Connor
excited.
Levitt, if I meet Connor Levitt.
We
I think
might
that'll
be. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. I
I
don't
know,
want to jinx
T.
it, but possibly a Whitney. Possibly, but she is busy girl.
busy,
So I don't know,
yeah.
but I'm like, ooh, that'd be so fun if we get like if he's here too. Do you think he just? I don't know, because like Moses would just come. But then again, they have kids. I guess Moses has to be with the kids. You know, they have
yeah.
to. I don't know how that works.
Well,
But also, you could. I don't know.
Connor, if you're seeing this,
We love you
it's
too.
Pride Month. I think you're handsome. Like, I think you should come.
I was gonna say we can make couples TikToks.
Oh, that'd be cute. Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be so
We
fun.
can reenact something.
I heard
from
he's
the
gonna be on
show.
Dancing with the Stars this season. That's what I had heard, which would be so crazy.
It would
Connor.
make sense. It would make sense. You know he's gonna do a damn magic trick like every other week, and I'm very seated for that.
That's what you got to do when you want to brand as like you really got to have like a niche something, and that magic is a niche.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool if in the dance he suddenly sends a pigeon out or something.
Pulls a rabbit out of his hat.
That's true. I guess magic can be cool sometimes. That'd be really funny. When are they announcing the rest of that cast?
Well, we still got a ways to go before it premieres. No,
I thought they like announced in July on Good Morning America. Don't they all come out and like, hey, we're here?
They love a slow rollout these days.
Oh.
Because last year they started with Robert Irwin like 5 months in advance. It was
yeah.
like, okay, this is a lot.
Well,
And
they've been doing that. They had Mora, Sierra.
Exactly. Now I think they're going to be doing it even more. So maybe like every other month they're going to announce somebody.
Well, we need more than just a Savannah Banana to whet our appetite, okay?
I saw him do not the Lush Life, the Midnight Sundance though, and he did kind of win me over. That Savannah Banana guy.
Was it that one that's going to be on Dancing with the Stars?
I'm assuming / I think so, but I do have a little white male blindness. So,
right. They kind of all the Savannah Bananas look the same because they're all in the same yellow outfit too.
Exactly. That doesn't help either.
I only know one. I know Derek Klerna, who used to be a Broadway Fiero, and he's now currently on there. I wonder if they get do they get paid well? Is that their full-time job? Like they get brand deals? Right. I'm not really too seated for them, but I appreciate the people who appreciate them. I mean, I like when people can like make something and you're just like, this is so weird, but more power to you, I guess, you know.
Ooh, okay. I have so many little exciting ones. TYRA suing Netflix over the America's Next Top Model documentary. That's kind of fierce to me.
What? Did she participate? What'd you say?
Yeah, so she participated. She's suing Netflix for defamation over the now infamous ANTM documentary that came out in February. Basically, the TLDR is...
What's TLDR again? You say that a lot.
Too long, didn't read.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like the quick takeaway is she's suing for defamation, loss of wages, et cetera, because she said she filmed for like over 3 hours and then her interviews were edited and cut to contribute to like this narrative of her not knowing or understanding anything. And one big part of it is like with the Shandy Sullivan episode, which is one of the ANTM contestants who basically says that she got SA because she couldn't consent to having sex in the hot tub with one of the male models, that they edited it to seem like she was like, who's Shandy? And she said that TYRA says that she immediately acknowledged Shandy and she remembered her right away, but they edited to make her look like she was giving a blank stare or something. And then they also didn't tell her that Shandy says she got SA. Like, she obviously knew of what happened, but she didn't know that Shandy is calling it SA because she couldn't consent.
Oh.
So there's some like stipulations like that. But then of course you can make the argument, well, TYRA was there in the editing room, she had all the footage, she gave the green light to keep filming, so like wouldn't you know that she didn't consent because you saw all the footage, and you also had her on your talk show twice to like really milk her talking about this cheating scandal that really was SA. So I think it'll be an interesting lawsuit because she also was saying she wants a jury trial because she...
Oh my gosh.
Because she didn't say how much. She said she wants a jury trial to see how... To give them a number of like the damages. So she wants to go like all the way, which I think is interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I would assume... I guess I don't know how it works. Like I would assume when Netflix buys it or... Well, okay. Do you know if Netflix bought the documentary, or like did the production company make it and then sold it to Netflix, or did Netflix like do this? Like they came up with this documentary.
It's definitely a production company. I think it's I think the production company did it and then pitched it is what I'm thinking. Pitched it to Netflix is what I'm thinking.
And it was like already done.
Or at least like in pre-production, and then maybe Netflix gave them a little bit of budget. But it's not like... I think it was acquired by Netflix is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it was like
because like that's what makes it complicated. Because sometimes if you go with like a production company and they don't really know what they're doing, maybe the paperwork's like not all lined up. But I would assume Netflix would have their like ducks all in a row, where they would be like basically like when I did like Celebrity Big Brother, for instance, it's like we can edit you however you want. Like we could literally say you killed somebody, and that's if we edit it together. That's fine. That's it. You signed up for that. We edit it. We get the final edit. But if it's like a smaller production company, which we've dealt with before, sometimes they're a little messy. They like forget to get a signature. They forget to do this. There's like a fine print left out, whatever like that. So maybe that wasn't in there.
She seems to talk specifically Netflix because she said Netflix has 3 hours of my interview. And what she's asking, she said she will drop the lawsuit if they release those 3 hours. So she's asking for those 3 hours to be released. And I saw people saying, like, we're seated. Like, Netflix has an opportunity to make more money here. Release the 3 hours. We'll be sitting and watching
that
it.
is actually so real.
So just from that, it seems like Netflix is very involved in the production. If they have the footage. Otherwise, it'd be the production.
True. And also, it's like, even if it was a production company, though, like, because it airs on Netflix's platform, like, they have legal liability. Like, they can't just air something and be like, oh, well, we just acquired it and aired it, so we're not legally responsible. Because, like, once it's on your platform and you are the one that is posting it, it's the same for, like, like, even if there, like, say if we had someone who, a guest come here and say, like, make all these libelous claims about another influencer or whatever, then, like, they could also go for that influencer, but then they could also sue, because it's on your platform, you know, so.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's true.
But yeah, I am so... the comments have gone both ways for this. They're like, well, Tyra do be a little delusional. So, like, maybe she really thought she was giving, like, accountability the house down boots. And, like, it wasn't... Like, maybe the edit was, like, trying to give the best of what she said. Because she's a little wishy-washy, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm actually more inclined to be on Tyra's side. I do feel like edits love to be messy and dirty, especially with reactions and stuff like that. Like, I've seen myself edited. So this is why I don't do reality shows. I've seen myself edited so many times with, like, a reaction that was, like, not for that reaction. And it's just like, well, that's not what happened. So I think that part, I don't know, I kind of inclined. Messy, yes. But I think if she's, like, released the full context, I feel like that is someone with, like, nothing to hide.
But if, for example, they never ask her about the essay specifically, and then they showed it as if she knew about it and never talked about it, that's messy. Like, that's intentional. So that's why releasing that footage will give you a clear answer of what they did.
It reminded me a lot of the Colleen, Joshua, David Evans ones, because you were like, well, you can't, like, go into it. Like, Joshua shouldn't do a Colleen documentary because he already has a bias. And it kind of reminds me of this because, like, the three that were really involved were Miss J, Mr. J, and Nigel Barker. And they had a huge fallout with Tyra. So they also, like, kind of had that chip on their shoulder going into it.
Yeah.
Because they were fired and Tyra continued to make the show without them. And they got fired. The way they got let go was, like, very tumultuous, and Tyra kind of did them dirty. So, you know, they were really ready to throw her under the bus as well. So that also kind of makes me think, like, oh, they kind of had a little bit of an agenda going into it, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, that's so interesting. I'm kind of like, I kind of, like, feel like I could be on her side on this one.
I think, depending on, like, with information coming out, because, like, yes, of course, she did some dastardly things on that show. Both, like, morally and also just, like, the way that she treated the contestants, you know? And then the thing, I guess a lot of the things you can be like, okay, sign of the times, I guess, like the race swapping and stuff. Like, she thought she was doing the thing. She thought she was being woke central when she was like, let's be any race. You know what I mean?
Like walk a mile in their shoes.
She thought she was, like, really serving, like, humanitarian Nobel Peace Prize.
Because even at the time, I mean, were you shook at the time? I don't know.
I thought it was inspirational at the time.
That's
like,
what
I was eating
too.
it up.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, wow. And people would say, like, I feel so strong, like a strong African woman. You're like, wow, I love, okay, yes. Like, it made sense in the time and obviously now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of would be on her side now if she's trying to atone for stuff that, like, was messed up in the past. So it would be interesting to see that long one. Like, is she saying sorry and they just don't say it? You know what I mean? Maybe they just cut the parts that make her look horrible because, maybe she's trying to atone now.
It really could go either way.
Yeah. I have a feeling if she's, like, so much, like, show the footage, I'm going to trial, like, I have a feeling she must have some case.
Yeah, I'm very seated for it. As long as, again, hopefully it doesn't, like, re-traumatize, like, everyone else who, like, like Shandy, who had to come out and, you know, talk about this whole thing. Like, hopefully it doesn't re-traumatize the contestants. But and obviously, like, Netflix, they would have to do their due diligence, like, when airing it. Like, you know, from, like, writing a book, for example, like, it has to get approved by so many, like, lawyers and stuff. And you have to have, like, receipts and everything to approve even airing it and make sure it's fair. But, yeah, if she's saying they didn't even tell her it was essay on Shandy's half. Or another thing, too, is Miss J saying, like, Tyra never reached out after he had a stroke. And then Tyra says that, like, no, I have documentation saying, like, I reached out to Miss J on Christmas and asked, like, how she's doing, what, like, her health is and everything. So, yeah, it's quite interesting.
Oh, no, man, that's messy.
Very messy.
But Honestly, if that's all true, I mean, you gotta fight back because it's a lot to fight back too, especially when everyone like hates you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like no one's on Tyra's
back
side.
in February, that was fierce. Like
Yeah.
everyone was like, "This woman is diabolical." Like
Yeah.
she was pretty, but she was evil.
Right.
You know? So
and the fact that she's like fighting back, I guess if it's your reputation and it's like not true.
it is funny though because I feel like everyone kind of, I guess not for her because she's the victim if it's like if they really did do her dirty, but I'm like everyone was like really going back and like loving her again because Model Land is like the book went viral.
Right.
And everyone is, I see so many people on TikTok and stuff going back and reading this book of Tookie de la Creme. And
Even Jimmy's like, I would have survived
Yeah.
Model
Yes.
Land. Yes.
Like we're having a Tyra Renaissance weirdly, so the fact that this lawsuit comes out in the middle of the Tyra Renaissance is kind of fierce.
Well, she wants
but-
to keep that charge
yeah,
going,
true.
I guess.
She's
Yeah.
actually justice for Model Land and
Yeah.
damn, kind of related.
Okay.
Where Vanity Fair did a whole investigation into the alleged toxic work environment and inappropriate behavior at Unwell, and this kind of shook
did see
me.
this,
Yeah, this
yeah.
was wild to me. Obviously in the wake of Alex Earl versus Alex Cooper, I was like, it's all kind of unserious, unseasoned, but this article has been in the works for a long time, for months, where a journalist at Vanity Fair interviewed 40 sources, 30 of whom are
Wow.
former or current employees, about their interactions with Alex Cooper and her husband, Matt Kaplan. And
Wait, okay, how does this start? Because, like, you know, usually they do it, like, on, like, horrible people, like Harvey Weinstein and, like, Russell Brand, like, you know, New York Times or one of those things where, like, they do these. They take, like, a year. They know it's in the making. Everyone hears about it. They're interviewing all these people. Like, why Alex Cooper? Why do you think someone was just like, this is the story? I gotta, like, does it come from, like, a tip? Or is it just someone who has, like, a vendetta? Or they hear something? Like, what is it?
that's my theory, is that it does kind of start with like a tip. This article is also behind a paywall, which is kind of annoying, so I couldn't read the Vanity Fair article. I've read like synopses of the article.
Okay.
But I believe it did start with like a tip or something, and then they started reaching out to different former employees or current
Okay.
employees, and it kind of just builds and builds from there.
It's like there must be a story here.
Yeah, that's when I saw the number of people and it was 40 sources.
40 is
I was like,
crazy.
that's a huge number for that many people
Yeah.
that have similar tales. And like there's no way 40 people can be in cahoots like as a big takedown. You know, it has to be people with like real experience there who have all seen some things. But yeah, I was so gagged by it because they said that the bulk of the sources of that the outlet spoke to are in their early 20s, working for Unwell, and a lot of them specifically for the Call Her Daddy podcast. And for a lot of them too, it's either their first job or one of their earliest jobs, so they don't have like a ton of experience. And a lot of them claim to have bad interactions with Matt Kaplan specifically, who is the co-CEO of Unwell.
Yeah, from what it sounded like is like he's the one that's doing the day-to-day running, hiring, and she's kind of almost like not even there, more just like the face.
Mm-hmm. And they claim that it is a volatile mix of unprofessional and a caustic style of leadership that basically like it goes against the brand being like, you know, female friendly, very like Gen Z girl power tease.
Run by a man.
Yeah, exactly. Like the whole day-to-day there is kind of the opposite. Some of the women told Vanity Fair that Matt Kaplan called some employees stupid or the R word, and also he's also accused of threatening to negatively impact their careers.
Oh my God.
One female contractor who worked on an Unwell production recalled seeing the technical crew break down in tears as Matt Kaplan threatened not to pay them and said, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who my wife is?"
No, I don't know who you are, sir.
Like, it's not good. And
Wasn't
then-
he a movie producer? How's he like running Unwell now? Because I remember when I met her and I was like, oh, like what's he do? Oh, he's like a movie producer, and it's like, what? How did you? What happened to that?
I know.
You're just like, oh, let me go now run my.
I guess once it started.
Well, if someone really says, "Who do you know who I am?" I'm just like literally immediately a gag ick. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no.
And other employees also pointed to uncomfortable interactions with the chief brand officer, TJ Marchetti, and he used to work for Disney and Awesomeness TV as an executive. Several described feeling uncomfortable with how flirty he was with the young female fans who came to Unwell events. Another recalls Marchetti telling her to take down photos from Unwell's Instagram accounts of young fans who she recalls him saying were not attractive enough. So he asked her whoever runs the Instagram to remove photos of fans who were like too ugly, basically.
Oh my God.
They also claim that Matt Kaplan creates the most toxic work environment that I've ever seen. One former freelancer said, Matt will scream the worst things and say the nastiest things to you, and Alex will be there next to him, not defending anyone. So there was a lot of
she's like aware.
Allegedly she's been in the room or has witnessed Matt Kaplan screaming at some employees. But Unwell did not immediately respond for a request.
Wow, that's kind of surprising. Why don't they normally say like none of this is true? Like, don't they usually respond pretty quickly?
Yeah, well, before this article came out, Unwell's lawyer, Brian Friedman, ironically David Dobrik's and Justin Baldoni's lawyer.
And Johnny Depp.
And Johnny Depp, yeah, reached out to Vanity Fair and basically said, they kind of like smeared the journalist who they found out was doing it.
Wow.
And was like, basically, if you claim that Matt Kaplan had any sexual misconduct, we will ruin Vanity Fair. We'll take you for everything you're worth.
Who said that? Brian Friedman?
They sent a letter, and then even Vanity Fair was like publicly posted it and was like saying like, we got this.
Yeah, like what do you mean? Like before the article's even out, like if you say that's like very specific.
Yeah, because they caught wind that it was in the works and which journalist was writing it.
Trending is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like now I'm like, well, what exactly are you scared of if you're lawyering up before it's even out?
And there's so many sources, right? That like say they've experienced it.
So many. That's like, how can you even? And like I know how production, I guess, was pre-Me Too. Pre-Me Too production is something fierce. Like people, like I remember interning on productions, and like the crew would just like, God, it was like college. Like my friends were all in college, but would say like the craziest stuff about the girls. Like would be so creepy with them, and like we're interns, and they would be like, oh well, like if you go on a date with me, like I'll take you to this event. So like, and that was kind of like the norm. So I know how like sleazy and scummy like productions could be pre-Me Too, post-Me Too. Like I think a lot of people were scared like once things started coming out, and like there was like a power reversal. But this gives me like pre-Me Too like mentality of like, you know, it's cutthroat, it's a business, it's production, show business. Like I can say, do whatever.
And men doing all this. Yeah,
and have no repercussions.
Because there's no one is accusing Alex of being like verbally aggressive or anything.
No,
it's all Matt and this guy, Machete or whatever.
The only thing is that she allegedly witnessed it, or it just doesn't do anything about it. But
it gives kind of like startup environment.
Very that, yeah.
Because I think they're not yet corporate enough with HR. Like there's not enough rules to follow, so they're like running the ship however they want to run it, and being very.
I mean, it's also like 2026, and I just think this with everybody. I'm like, don't they know? Like someone, like everyone's talking, everyone's recording, everyone's just like, don't you like be on your extra best behavior, just knowing that you do have this huge company and reputation to lose. Like it's wild in 2026. People are calling people names, talking about people's looks, even like behind the scenes, even on email, even whatever. Like it's just everything I type out to anyone, whether I think you're my best friend or Moses or anyone, I'm just like, anyone, I think like this text could be used against you, you know what I mean? So like think twice, but then to also like say it in front of people and have like all these witnesses is like just so dumb. For all these people who run these like billion-dollar companies, it's like, how stupid can you be if that's true? I mean, I'm assuming it is, because like how are 40 people telling you the same story? It's like one person, okay, your word against mine, two, whatever. 40 is kind of crazy.
Yeah, because obviously, like with business stuff, if some people are fired or whatever, like again, you can have a vendetta. But if it's 40, a lot of them may be still working there. A lot of them were scared too. They were like, they thought it was a test. They thought it was like Matt Kaplan or whatever, trying to like see who's leaking and who's like so they were like scared to even like give any details. Like it took a lot of like coaxing to be like, no, it's okay, like like you be anonymous, whatever, to tell your story. But very ominous. I think too, because it's a lot of young people, it's like you don't have a lot of job experience, so you're kind of like, again, lucky to have a job in this job market. B, it's like a cool job, like you're in media. It's Alex Cooper, like the biggest podcaster, especially female podcaster. Like everyone knows her. Like you can be like proud of where you're working.
Yeah.
There's like a whole power dynamic. You're also like a fan for the most part too. So it's like, damn, I'm working at a podcast that I'm actually a fan of. There's a lot of like elements at play. Like between being young, naive, a fan, it's like easy to be taken advantage of, you know?
Yeah, and like scared to say anything. And then also like against like men, you just get more intimidated. In general. Damn, that sucks. It sucks because like, yeah, it is such a cool, I guess it was, now it's a little tainted, huh?
I know. This happened. I mean, even like, remember there was a big expose about like the Kelly Clarkson show about like That was a couple years
What?
ago.
What was it?
It was like a toxic work environment at the Kelly Clarkson
Oh,
show.
no, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
but like it was producers. Like Kelly, Rolling Stone did the investigation, and Kelly didn't know anything that was going on. So like, and none of the people who came forward had anything against her, but it was these producers, like her top producers, being terrible. And they had to completely like restructure everything. And Kelly was like adamant, like, no, we're gonna restructure
That's
and like,
good.
yeah, make this a good environment. And
Yeah.
they were able to do that.
So maybe that's what this will be.
But then you have the Ellen DeGeneres,
Yeah,
where
Yeah, she's.
Where that it stinks from the head. But here the main issue is that it's her husband. So it's not like she can restructure the company. You can just, unless
Get rid
she,
of this.
Would no, it's
unless
almost
she
like.
fires her husband.
But
from
it's
that
almost it's not even like
position.
firing. It's like how about
step
stay
down.
silent?
Yeah.
How about like let me have what
No,
was
like
the
don't
corner
work.
office?
Don't work with people. Like you
work with
run,
people.
run it from like the
Right,
back end of the
yes.
business, but you're not talking to our employees. Like you're not the face
True.
of the
I
company.
think that's an easy enough fix because it's like you just don't know how to deal with people. Obviously, like and most men don't. Honestly, I don't like the way men talk to. Yeah, in general, I don't think I really have any men on my team because I don't like the way I'm talked to with men for the most
Yeah.
part. They're very the guy at the drunk fan at the thing. Who are you? You know what I mean? It's
What's
like
your
yeah.
dish, a TikToker.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe but there's gay men maybe exception, but also like there's the mean gays too, like the Regina George complex of it all. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but even the meanest gays aren't as bad as the straights. You know what I mean? It's like I could deal with a mean gay because they kind of have your interest, because they kind of like, okay, we're all in here together. We all get like, kind of talked down to at times. A man just thinks he's really the shit. And it's like, you're just actually not anymore. It's 2026, this is your time's coming,
So quote a wise woman. That's a woman's world, baby, and you're lucky to be living in
Katy
it.
Perry, my fave. She really ate with that one. Yeah, this sucks, especially like you said, because the whole thing. I think the men need to just step back. Maybe Alex Super doesn't want to. I don't know. Remember she said he had like the corner office or something.
Yeah, like she didn't want the corner office, so he took it. Maybe he
Take that
convinced
corner.
her
Yeah.
that she didn't want it. That's what
I
I'm thinking
know.
now. I'm like, huh?
I know. I saw something too. This is completely conspiracy, and like I don't know. There's probably no merit to it. But maybe I'm so down this. Was it Coco Moco?
Her TikTok about Gabby
Wendy.
Yes.
How like I totally forgot. I remember when Gabby was here, she was like, yeah, I'm doing this thing with like UNWELL's producing it. And it was like that dating on a yacht show. What was it called?
Love Overboard on Hulu.
Love Overboard,
Yeah.
which had like budget. She was going to Croatia and it was like them falling off the planks if they got eliminated. Like it was some crazy like budget. And yeah, Coco Moco was like, my theory is like Gabby was really popular, like right off of Traders. Her podcast was really big. She was getting huge guests. Is that, they just didn't want any like competition, so basically kind of like got her to do this like hosting job or whatever, like exclusivity, and kind of tanked it so that way there would be no more opportunities. Be like, look, this show kind of flopped, no one cared about it, and Gabby hosted it or something, which is like, I don't know, maybe because they also said that about Alex Earl, like that she saw her as competition and signed her to kind of like tank or just not put in. Because what did Coco Moco say? They promoted the Winter Games thing like so much,
Yeah, like
and that was
Alex didn't do any promotion really for Love Overboard,
but did so much for Winter Games.
Yeah.
Like Gabby wasn't even on Call Her Daddy, right?
Yeah, I kind of see that point, but also I will say that Unwell, when they were filming, flew a lot of media and flew them out to Malta and paid for everything to have media come do like interviews with the contestants and for Gabby, and because they flew out, like a producer from ET went to Malta and did like 3 days on the boat with Gabby. Went like we followed her around, we did like tours and everything.
Oh, so they tried.
Yeah, so because I saw that TikTok too, and I was like, oh, but I do think they did.
But there was no promotion, right? Like I didn't see billboards. I didn't see like maybe they had
that's
some
budget.
press,
It could
but
be it
That's
could
a
be like a
budget
network.
issue.
right. I guess Winter Games wasn't billboards, but
And really cheap to produce too, because it's also like, it was, these people that probably just wanted any crumbs they could get.
Because also
that's true.
that went on YouTube, and the other show went on Hulu.
Yeah.
So probably Hulu was kind of responsible to promote it, and they thought.
But
Because
it
I can
wasn't-
see them thinking. I mean, your production company were like, "What space we want to get into dating?" And they got. I mean, everything was right on paper.
But we didn't even see it. You know how we're always on Hulu and we'd always see like a main thing and we just like click on it. You know, they're always pointing that shifting gears. We see that all the time. We're like, oh, let's click on it. And you know, it's not good, but we watch it because it's always like the main big one. And whenever there's a main big one, we watch it. And we never did see it. I never saw Gabby. I would 100% would have clicked on it.
Yeah.
And we were always on that Hulu.
So it might be more of a Hulu thing. And maybe, you know, somebody from their team pissed off somebody at Hulu and they're just,
Yeah.
you never
Kaplan.
know.
They're like, actually, no.
Yeah. And also with like YouTube, I feel like the revenue share is different. Like it kind of makes sense for her to promote it more, maybe because she would probably get like Unwell would see more of the money versus if it airs on Hulu, you're also sharing the revenue with Hulu. So
Because Hulu, you sell it once, you get the check.
Yeah.
Goodbye. But here,
It does suck. Like, because my experience with Alex has always been really nice. Obviously, the Unwell, they were like really nice and, you know, paid well and stuff like that when we did that event. So it's like, sucks. I never had to deal with any guys really over there. When I think about Unwell, I really do think of like gays and girls at the Call Her Daddy shoot too. I don't think there was like any straight that I knew. I saw one of the cool guys, one of the good guys over there. I saw him on the Chili shoot and I was like, oh, you were at the Call Her Daddy and he was one of the cool ones.
well, but that's the thing. You as a guest has one experience, but this is the employees.
No, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sucks.
The employees, that's what's so horrible about it, because you see something
Yeah.
on TV, you see it online, and you think, oh, it's glamorous,
I
it's
know.
beautiful, it's a great environment, and then you go work there and suddenly you get
I guess
all
like
this
even
toxic-
her, like even at the Unwell, I mean, I guess I could get it. Like I'm another creator, and so, but she was always like so nice and so fun, and like let's do this TikTok, and it's like sucks that this. But also, like I don't know if it's necessarily her fault, because also too, you could find a guy, and you know, you kind of blindly trust when you're like married too, especially if he was like a business person, you kind of like trust him to run stuff. I guess I don't know, especially now
Yeah,
that she's like
'cause-
pregnant.
I mean, she's obviously great in the sense of she built this brand, the brand is successful, so she did something right all those years, and we never heard complaints
Yeah.
about her.
Yeah.
And then when you really want to enjoy what you build, you hand it over to somebody to run it, so you can really live your life and enjoy them. And she just handed it over maybe to the wrong person,
Yeah.
maybe. But I think, I mean, to be personally, they also could be like an old media attack on new media, because anywhere in Hollywood, that's the standard. People are like that, you know. You want to be in the industry, people treat you horribly, and so it's not that different from anywhere in the music
Wait, who are
industry.
you talking about? Attacking who?
There might be also an attack from old media or new media. Like she's the new upcomer in the space, and it could be also a coordinated attack on her. Like, because how many articles have you seen about horrible bosses in Hollywood and in other places? Not that many.
Well,
And
Harvey
they are
Weinstein.
there. That's different. That's criminal. That's criminal. So that's different. Here we're talking about he's a nasty person, not a criminal. So I'm saying like there could be a mix there. So it's kind of, you have to investigate
I don't know.
further.
I feel like with 40 sources, I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to also cover that. We're covering it right now. It's like, I think this is, we need to cover it.
Right. No, but
And
I'm saying,
I like Alex Super. I like Color
but
Daddy.
I'm
I
saying
wish I could.
also, if you go to other places, you'll find the same conditions. I think it's not that uncommon.
Not just Trish.
That's-
I run the ship over here. I text. I sign all the checks myself. I coordinate with everybody.
But once you sign $100 million check and you elevate yourself to that level, there'll be more people involved, and then it's hard. Like those people are, you know, deceiving. They'll treat you beautifully and then treating the employees
I would still
horribly.
run it.
It takes time until you find out the truth.
People are always shocked that I never have like assistants or anything, because I'm like, no, I like always, I deal with everything, accounting every month by myself. Like I do everything myself because I don't trust anybody. Because I've seen other people trust people and it all gets messed up and it gets messy, and I'm like, oh, this is it. This is the problem. And then you
is.
talk to that person like, oh, I didn't know, or this or that, and it's just like, exactly. So I think I'll always do it myself.
Because any company or person, even just a personal entity, there's a certain level, there's the sweet spot where you have a good life. And then there's a certain growth that you go through that it just gets messy. Like the more money, more problem thing. It's like, it's real. Like you get too big and then you're not anymore doing what you love. You're just managing people and that manage people. And we try, both of us, like even me as an artist and doing design, I always try to stay at that sweet spot where I'm the boss, I'm doing the things, rather than becoming a manager of people. That's a whole different world.
Period.
It's an educational podcast here today. We teach you how to get a resume, how to find a good job, where to find a sweet spot in life.
Yeah. Well, I remember what I was gonna say with the the receipts, when you were talking about Tyra with the receipts, coming with the receipts, this is not a great one to end on because it's not big and it's obviously niche because I don't think anyone else cares about this but me because it's 2026 and who would care about Kat Von D. But did you see her?
Oh, yeah.
I saw a TikTok of someone talking about a house being burned down or something.
Yeah.
Teva. Do you know Teva?
No.
And his mom owned the Frankenstein castle from like the 1930s and rented it to Kat Von D. It's like this whole thing. Well, she came with receipts, but then Teva just came with receipts back. I'm so glued. Did you see this? You saw this? You were saying yes
I've
over
been
there.
following it, yeah.
Oh, okay. How come we haven't talked about this over dinner? This is such a good conversation.
I didn't think you
I'm like, so I
knew
know.
about it.
Well, Kat Von D's so interesting to me in a weird way because she's like found God. She's like one who like found God but still has like those demon eyes and you're just like, oh my gosh, are you sure? And then like Teva was saying, because he's like super spiritual and he's just like, I don't know if like a Christian person would be lying on a dead woman. Like this is whole thing that like gets so dark. But and he's like, oh, it was like demonic stuff. I can't even tell you guys because it was like so weird. But basically, like she came with receipts. Kat Von D's like, here's the email. But then he came with receipts and it was like the email, like the fire, what is it called? The fire
Investigator.
the report.
Yeah. that's
Basically,
what
like, yeah, she burned this, like, the house. She rented it from his mom, this, like, Frankenstein castle. She was like, oh, they said it was, like, started by her because she had, like, 500 candles all over the house or something like that. And she goes, no, it wasn't a candle fire. It was an electrical issue with, like,
She was trying to blame them.
the recording studio blamed them. And she goes, and even they said it. She tried to show the receipts. Then he came back and was like, no, the fire said it was definitely something that was, like, a candle thing. Like, why are you lying? His mom just, like, recently passed or something. And she was, like, saying Teva was, like, money hungry and just trying to do this whole thing. It was so crazy, but it was like at the end of the day, it's like she like basically lied, but was like trying.
Allegedly, I mean, it's a.
Well,
yeah.
I guess he could like fake the fire reports, but the fire reports were like, no, this.
No, I'm just saying because there's so much that happened. There were two different fires.
Two different fires,
What?
yes.
And,
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's messy. It's a fire. Like it could be a candle, it could be faulty wire, and she's claiming it's the wire. They claim it's the candle, but the report shows. But but sometimes people mix things up, maybe from one fire to the other. Either way, it seems like she was not nice to them.
Right.
On the bigger picture, she was not nice to his mom or about everything that happened. And so
messy. All these people with
messy.
receipts and the mess and Kat Von D. It's like,
but
people's
he seems to be genuine and he's not trying to do anything other than just take that burden off of him and his mom because he thinks his mom's cancer and death was affected by the stress from all of this.
Oh, that's
dealing
where she
with
came
all
in.
of this. And for him, he's like, he felt like she signed an NDA. She couldn't talk about it. He's like, I didn't. And I'm the child that was affected by all of this. And I just want to talk about it and I want to put
And
it out
Kat was
there.
like, he's just trying to make money. He's like, I'm not making any money off
Yeah,
this.
it
Like,
doesn't
it's
seem
just
like
like, yeah,
anyone's
it's this whole
making
thing.
money.
I don't know. I saw then a whole TikTok about people who've like done like some bad shit in their life and then they find God and then all of a sudden they're like, but God says this, and then kind of use it as like a shield, and then he's just like, it's not very godly of
it
you
sounds
to
like
like.
she definitely played with fire in her young age, and maybe now she's trying to find God. I'm like, once he's signed up with those demons, I don't know if he can escape them.
I know. It's kind of scary, kind of spooky. I'm on the spooky side of
It's
TikTok.
definitely spooky, and I think that's what he's talking about. He
he
knows
can't say
he
too
probably
much.
had to cleanse the house from whatever was in there.
Yeah. Oof. That
It's
dark side of
messy.
TikTok, anyways. I'm surprised we're on that. That's what I was thinking of when I was thinking of the receipts. I want to see a documentary on Teva and Kat Von D.
I saw a little bit of it. I saw Jeffree Star try to get in cahoots.
Oh
with
no!
them. Yeah.
What did he say?
He was giving him advice.
Yeah.
Who? Which one? Which one was he giving advice to?
Teva?
Oh, but see that right? Okay, but then I think that's where it gets messy because it's a Joshua with the choline thing. It's
Exactly,
like
you have
really,
a bias, yeah.
obviously him and Kat. It's very much. Who else was I thinking about? Sophia with an F with the Alex Scoop. Where she's like,
Oh yeah,
sign
I
me
told
up.
y'all my
Yeah.
book is coming out. My book
Yes.
is in stores in a month, y'all. If you want more of this unwell tea, because I got it for you, honey.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like when your ops are down, that's when they come out, and it's like, and like more power to Jeffree, but it is like, because I think that's what it was. There was like a comment on the top of Teva's, like he's like, yes, I've seen, I know what really happened. Like DM me, like I was trying to get
Yes.
into it, and I'm like, let's just all stay in our peace era, but I get it. The house looks beautiful. Those houses do scare me a little bit. Those are a little spooky, especially like if someone like a demon was doing in there at some point, not Cat, but an actual demon, was in the house. Like it's hard to get rid of that. You know what I mean? He looks nice. He's doing light. He's doing photo shoots. He's modeling in front of it. Like, maybe he's trying to get some light to it. I don't know. Anyways, that was my.
There's
Yes,
a
you have one
positive
more.
thing if you
Okay.
wanna end on
Yes,
that.
let's end on a positive one, Moses.
Okay, let me play. As you know, it's graduation season.
Happy graduation.
Pleasure to introduce student body president, Austin Nunez.
As we get ready to leave this gym, celebrate with our friends and family, and begin the next chapter, I've been thinking about one of the most important lessons these last 4 years have taught me. For a long time, I thought fitting in was something I was supposed to do. It felt easier to stay quiet, go along with everyone else, and worry about what others thought about me. Over time, I learned that some of the most important decisions we make come from knowing who we are and having the courage to be that person we want to be. As we move forward, there will be opportunities to stand up for yourself, stand up for others, and stand up for what you believe in is right. Those moments may not always be easy, but they often define us. TRISHA'S once said, "You are given one life. Don't waste it. Embrace it. Love it. Live it." I think that message captures exactly what lies ahead.
When did you say that?
I don't know, but it sounds like
Probably a
something
Trish talk.
Wherever life takes us next, I hope we trust ourselves. Stay true to what matters most, and never be afraid to let our voices be heard. With that being said, will the class of 2026 please move their tassels right to
Aww, woo! Send me that TikTok. You didn't send me that. I love that. It was so serious and you were so studious. Like Trisha Paytas once said. And then I got some cheers. Woo! It does sound like something I would say. I would love to. I love when I can see like a context because like when people will be like, "Oh, I saw you like in black extensions, hungover, going through a drive-thru," and I was like, I don't know what that was, but I like to see the context. And I would love to see the context when I say it. You never know if it's a kitchen floor video. I mean, I saw a lot of my days, so I thought that was used in a graduation speech. And you're welcome to that class. Yes, keep embracing it and love it.
And living.
And living. Living. Love
you got
it.
one life, live it. Period.
And that's true, and that's the tea. And I love inspiring. All right, well, happy graduation to all the graduates. We're still without Wi-Fi over here, so we're in the dark ages. You guys, we made it through. All right, thank you guys for being here. This was a good one. This was positive for the most part.
Yeah.
We love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Or no, we'll see you this week. Have a great day and happy summer. I feel like we're finally like slowing down a little, which is good.
Yeah, it is starting to feel like summertime.
I'm gonna organize the house. There's a new kids museum that opened up in Camarillo. Like it feels like the vibes. Splash pads are open everywhere. I'm excited for it. Aquaman's birthday's coming up. Aquaman's photo shoot. Lots of stuff. All right, guys. We'll be back here Thursday. Will you? Go to patreon.com/JustTrish for extended episodes happening right now. Go to Moses cooking videos. He made my favorite chicken parm in the whole world. It was so good. And then go to Oscar Gracie Vlogs or just Oscar Gracie. For his vlogs. Check out the Vegas. My version of the Vegas vlog is up on patreon.com/JustTrish. Also, pre-order my memoir, Crying on the Kitchen Floor, if you want all the tea on everything going down now. I wish one of my apps was in a scandal. I could be like, the tea's in there, everybody.
Not till November.
My app. Oh. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. I wish my apps well, honestly. Like, I've gone down. That's in the book, so you don't need to do anything else. All right. Love you guys. Bye.